And we are back from holiday, one of my favorite holidays.
Woo.
Not for what it represents, but just because there's no pressure. Just show up and eat.
Must be nice.
That's all you got to do for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, there's no pressure to give people gifts, certain traditions. Just bring a dish, shut the fuck up, and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
How was your Thanksgiving?
It was cool, man. Went down to saw the family, hung out with the fam for a couple of days. Haven't seen them in a little minute, so it was cool to catch up with everybody.
When we did our Thanksgiving plate draft, if you will, on Patreon, how did your plate fare against what you picked in the draft? Mine was pretty on par. I thought it was kind of weird.
It was close. It was pretty close to the. I tried to keep it on par with that. But I still obviously had mac and cheese.
Well, I was at the edge of my seat this entire time.
Edge
You decided to break your vegan virginity, or like you popped your meat. You popped your meat cherry.
Meat cherry?
Hey, yo.
I don't. Yeah, that's
For those that don't know, Maul has been vegan for God knows how long, and he decided
4 years.
4 years,
Yeah.
and decided he was gonna break his hymen.
Yeah, but I'm back though.
What-
Just one day, just for the pilgrims.
Not for the Native Americans.
No, for the pilgrims. I did it for the
For their
pilgrims.
memory.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you wrap yourself
had
in
a
a
hard
blanket,
time.
a diseased blanket afterwards?
Yeah.
All right, so mac and cheese,
Yeah, I had the mac.
real mac,
Real mac.
like real mac.
Yeah, real
Okay.
mac. Yeah, cow mac.
What was the bathroom like shortly after?
Nothing, man. It didn't. My stomach wasn't upset at all.
Okay. Did you
It's
mix it with like
surprising.
some fiber or something to make sure you was okay?
No, literally my stomach has been fine. It's normal. Yeah, it wasn't. I was waiting for the moment to feel like some gripes and some pains and things like that. No, it was pretty cool. I think because I had I only had a little bit. Only had a little bit of mac, a little bit of stuffed salmon. So I didn't go too crazy. I wasn't stuffing my face with a bunch of shit. So
Did it bring back memories of like what food tasted like?
nah, not really.
Okay.
As soon as I ate it, I was just like, I'm not missing nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever cut mac and cheese out of my life. But anything else? You said you were going to do salmon?
I had salmon.
That didn't do anything at all either?
Nothing.
Oh, well, I'm disappointed. I thought we were going to have a
You thought you wanted me
disgusting
to,
bathroom story.
you wanted me to be projectile vomiting? Like,
Yes.
no, man. Nah. Now, if I would have did like some oxtail or something like that, like
Yeah,
if I would have went all the way down that rabbit hole, then I would probably still be in the ER. But no, I didn't go too crazy.
Okay. What made you want to actually do that this time?
I don't know. I just wanted to, I missed the taste of like
Meat.
certain fish and things like that. So I just tried that. But yeah.
Do you think
I
maybe
didn't
you'll
miss
go
nothing.
back to the pescatarian lifestyle?
Nah.
Presbyterian.
Pescatarian?
I'm done. I'm done.
Pessimistic-tarians?
I'm done. I'm back. I'm about to do a 10-day juice cleanse.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with that shit. But it was cool. It was cool to kind of taste, that taste again. But I'm not missing nothing.
It's like some old Ghost of Pussy Past.
Yeah, it's,
Had to run it back one
you know
more
when
time.
yeah,
just to
you know
remember
when you call
one
in
of
and
your
y'all hook
favorite
up
eaters.
again, you
Yeah.
just like, nah, let me just move on.
I was just horny.
Yeah, that's it. That's all. It's
The memory was better than what it really
exactly, man. It wasn't all that I thought it was gonna be. Like I thought I was gonna have this whole feeling of, oh yes, I missed this. It was just like, all right.
That's how I feel with certain women, but the opposite. Like, I don't want to beat again because they have like a good idea of me.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin that with
Yeah.
what it actually was.
Right.
Keep that good false memory you have of how that went.
Yeah.
So I don't want to run it back.
Yeah, but it wasn't too bad though.
But mine was cool. Mine was low key. Secondary burns. That's pretty much as far as it really went. But other than that, it was a really
You were cooking, or did you pick up something that was hot?
So it was the day before Thanksgiving. It
Okay.
actually had nothing to do with Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Being father of the year, I had the broiler on with a frying pan in there with steak in the broiler.
Okay, in the oven.
Yeah,
Okay.
oven on broil.
Got you.
So I opened the door. Here comes Amara out of fucking left field. I full on grab with my hand the frying pan. Like full on grab it to push it out of the way. I felt my skin come off when I took my hand off of it.
Wait, so the pan was in the oven.
Open the oven door, right? And the oven is on, like, it's
Yes.
not up here. It's
Right.
down here.
Yes.
It's where a child could.
Yeah.
Amara out of left field runs towards it.
So why not grab Amara?
I don't know, Maul. I'm not saying I'm a smart human being.
Close the oven door, grab a
Yeah,
No,
bar.
but no. The whole thing was out. Like, I couldn't have closed the oven.
Yeah.
The pan, everything would have went up if I put the door like that because
Oh.
I
it was
see what
out.
you're saying.
Yeah.
The sliding
Yes,
grate part.
you are correct. But I was over the oven, so the the only logical thing at the time to me felt like moving the pan that I could see she was going after.
Oh,
she grabs shit. She's a toddler.
You gotta lay her out.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta.
I know.
That's what
No,
I'm
you guys
saying.
are correct.
Flexed her.
I know. I made the wrong move.
You were supposed to clothesline tomorrow at that
Yeah,
point.
I know.
Gotta
You
give her
supposed to
that,
hit her with the
give her that Cooper regime.
Yeah, my hand still would have hurt, but it wouldn't have been the same.
You were supposed to tackle her like
Lay her out.
like Junior Seau. That's
sick.
what you were supposed to do.
And then I didn't feel
That'd be
anything
rough.
for like the first 15 minutes. Then my hand started to feel like it was actually like someone had lit it on fire.
It was numb.
So I was like, I'm gonna walk up to City MD. And I walk in, and of course, it's actually dead empty in there, day before Thanksgiving. And the woman at the front desk sees that my hand is wrapped up and goes, "We have our first Thanksgiving injury."
That's so
I
embarrassing.
was like,
Wow.
I wasn't even cooking Thanksgiving. I was
Damn.
cooking dinner just now.
Did you run your hand under cold water
Yeah.
to stop it from burning though?
Mm.
Not
Are you
burning,
supposed
but
to
But
do
I
that?
healed like Wolverine because this shit looked disgusting
Like Wolverine.
the next day. But like, you know, I'm all right.
It's just you just white. So
Are you
it's like-
supposed to run it underwater? What are the immediate steps after that?
cold water to stop because even when you remove your hand is still burning.
Yeah.
So to prevent your hand from continuing to burn, you have to kind of like running eggs under cold water to stop them from cooking.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like that.
running eggs under like
When you're
boiled eggs?
boiling.
Oh, I thought you meant
eggs, yeah.
scrambled eggs.
That's why I
like,
was like,
No,
very
boil-
confused.
who's running cold
boiled
water on
eggs.
scrambled eggs?
So that
Did
they
you
don't
get an appointment and have
overboil.
to stop cooking?
It's been a while since I ate scrambled eggs. I'm gonna say, who is doing that? Like, what is
Same
going
thing
on
with-
out here?
Same thing with pasta and things like that to stop it from cooking because the heat continues to cook.
Yeah, okay.
So now your hand feels like a leather glove?
Yes. That's exactly what it feels like.
Yeah.
Touch it, Ma.
What?
I mean, it's bad here.
Is it warped? I've been.
It was before. It's definitely went down. Like this morning is the best by far.
Look like Jay Leno.
Did
It
you
was bad.
Did you have the bubbles like the bubble?
Oh hell yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
Yeesh.
gross. It was
Lift
really
it up.
really nasty. Mm-hmm.
damn! No more dick beating for you. Hate that.
I'm a lefty.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, Mara would have been laid out though. My daughter, I'm not.
Right?
gra-
Oh no,
I'm not grabbing a hot ass.
I don't want
skillet
this to
out
make it
the
sound
oven.
like I didn't want to lay out my daughter.
Yeah.
That would have been the smarter thing to do if I could redo that.
Yeah.
Clothesline,
Yeah.
like knocked out.
Why would and then why
I-
were you
I-
opening the oven without like a oven mitt or anything in your hand?
No, I did with my left, and when she came,
you're
I
an
went like
idiot.
this because I was trying to block her from not only the frying pan that she was going after, the oven itself that was open.
Got you.
So it was like this.
Yeah.
And then I realized I was holding a fucking frying pan that just came out of a 500-degree broiler.
Did you scream? You screamed a little.
No, because I didn't feel
That
Mm.
adrenaline.
I didn't
adrenaline
feel anything.
was going.
bit. Mm.
And then,
So his daughter, he was like,
then
Super.
when I took my hand off, though, I could feel like skin actually coming off.
Mm.
And then I ran right to the sink. Sad, was like, all right, that hurt a little bit, but I'm fine. 15 minutes later, I think it felt like someone poured gas on my hand.
yeah.
And just lit
that's
the
when
shit on
that's how it burned. When it
Mhm.
sets in, it's like, all right.
Yeah.
You start feeling a pulse in your
Mhm.
hand.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that was before
What
we even
an
got to the real
idiot.
cooking.
Now that we know you're okay, what a fucking idiot, man.
Well, did you cook
Oh,
anything for
so-
Thanksgiving? Did you bring
No.
a dish?
No, I planned on cooking, but obviously my injury stopped me. So thank God my family helped out
Mm.
and I didn't have to. I just ate and chilled.
Oh, was that your house? You did it at your house?
Did the first half of my house, then my cousins in Paramus.
Okay.
So 2 days. So, but I'm back. I'm
Well, that's
cool.
good, man. Glad you're back. Julian posted a picture in the chat of his dad's famous cranberry sauce.
Right out the can, baby.
Peach did too in the group chat.
Just
Just
clunk.
And
That's
I saw the expiration date on the side of it. I was like,
last Thanksgiving.
how long has that can been sitting in the cabinet?
You just see the ribs in the.
No, but having expired canned goods is a different level.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, my parents, we definitely. I think when we did some spring cleaning at some point, there were cans in there from like pre 9/11.
Oh no,
That's crazy.
I definitely because Kia Spot is the spot she grew up in, and her parents moved out. When I've
Left the cans
I
there?
have
Go to the
cleaned
back.
out. I've cleaned out shit in the back of her food pantry
Yeah.
that is older than her.
Yeah.
Like yo, how did no one even like? This pantry's not that big.
No,
Somebody could have saw this can.
the seasonings. My mother
Oh.
has seasonings from the early 2000s. Every time I go home for Thanksgiving, I'm like looking at. She's like, "Yo, I got some baking soda up there, or I got some Italian season." Ma, that Italian season is old
That
as
season
fuck.
in there sitting like crack rock. That shit ain't moving.
There was stuff I was pulling from Kia's where I'm like, damn, I didn't even know they had expiration dates in 01.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was a new thing.
Yeah, you just had to figure it out. Taste
They
it.
had the same stamp
taste
from
it.
01.
Yeah,
Yeah, taste it. Like, oh, that's expired. Yeah.
What's crazy is though, I appreciate whoever came up with the font for the expiration date, like universal font. That's been for like 20 years.
Yeah.
They have
20
not
years,
changed.
more than that.
I'm not that old.
Yeah. You're 30 something.
I know, but I wasn't like checking expiration
reading
dates
expiration
before.
dates.
Really? Y'all
Was-
didn't read expiration dates as a kid?
No.
I did. I was everything.
Watching 106 in Park beating off.
He was checking the lotion expiration dates.
At what segment of 106 in Park were you beating off on?
But we've done the.
He said
Yeah,
the,
Freestyle Friday?
All right.
Yo,
Beating off the gin.
you gonna find a way
He
to
was
call him
jacking off
gay.
the Blind Fury.
Oh, poster boy.
That Blind Fury is something else, man.
That'd be sick because Blind Fury was not too long ago. That would have been like recent.
I'd be like 16.
No, you've been like 20.
Julian was jerking off like Bow Wow #1 again. Let's go.
I'm sorry.
Like Mike in the classic.
That was fucking hilarious.
Oh,
Bow
I
Wow
probably beat
number
off
one
the BT
again.
Uncut though. Not 106.
Oh, BT Uncut, that's different. That Nelly Tip Drill video was
Oh yeah, definitely
was
probably.
a staple.
Yeah, but that's like amateur hour compared
But
to
you know
now.
what's funny? If you look at Tip Drill video today,
Oh, it's
that shit is the most regular, basic video.
not crazy
I
at all.
just said.
Not even a little
Like
bit.
you see crazier videos of a girl promoting just like protein powder on IG now. Like it's like
There's that trend of
But we even see that with like asses now too.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
asses we thought were crazy when I was a kid are like, damn, that girl,
man.
she'd be called no ass.
I can't to this day. I can't believe I sat home and waited for the countdown for Cisco's thong song video.
There's not a thong
not
in
one
it.
thong.
Them
Looking
big
at that
ass
video
draws.
now, I'm like, this shit is a Gap commercial.
Yeah.
Like, what is this shit?
There's
Not racy enough for that.
the wave of influencers
Like
now on
Old Navy.
Instagram that like fake read and they'll just have their back to the camera and they'll just do like the bounce
Oh,
thing
man.
and the ass will just go.
That's better than Tip Drill.
It is
thong song.
They
all
are.
that
We
shit.
are simple creatures. That works every time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nelly swiped that credit
She
card
reads
through
as
like
much as LeBron.
a pretty dressed ass.
Yeah,
Like she was pretty covered up by today's standards.
crazy.
But yeah, definitely ran through that. Anyone else? How was everyone else's Thanksgiving?
Baby D posted that motherfucking potato salad with that pap on top.
Yeah,
She
look good.
posted that. Ooh,
Yeah, I made the potato salad this year and it was absolutely phenomenal.
it looked
My aunts went to my mom and told her I did it better than her. She had to just eat it. She had to sit with it.
damn.
She did. Yeah, I went off this year.
Damaris posted her turkey and said the MVP of the day. So I just want to put that out there. That
It was my turkey and my glazed
was the
ham.
MVP
I had
today.
a brown sugar orange glazed ham.
Now you guys respect glazed ham, but when
I love
that was my first
I was
draft
on your.
pick.
I
was
don't
laughed at me.
eat ham, but I do respect ham when it's done right. A lot of people don't do it right. I did it right. I can't speak for you.
That was my Dwight Howard, and like you guys laughed at it.
Your Taiwanese Dwight Howard.
That was my Dwight Howard. That was your Washington Wizards Dwight Howard.
He's glazed some ham before. That's all I'm saying. That joke had layers, and I want some appreciation for it. All right, so did you like? I had glazed ham too. I was so excited.
I'm pissed at it.
And while I was eating it, I was paused thinking about you guys. Like, how did they shit on glazed ham? Glazed ham
Nobody
is so
shitted
good.
on nobody shit on glazed ham.
I was laughing at Julian's butternut squash the entire weekend. I can't believe he had that on his list.
I had it over there. I had it on
Squash.
Thanksgiving.
I fed my dog that for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Butternut squash.
That is what you feed your
Your
dog.
dog
I
is
swear to
very
God.
healthy.
That was his special treat.
Butter squash is delicious. Fuck you guys. It is.
I'm not saying it's not, but at Thanksgiving, it's just not something that, you know what I mean?
What's funny,
Thanksgiving.
I can honestly say I don't think I've ever even tasted butternut squash. That's how like non-existent it's been in my world.
Butternut squash at Thanksgiving is like, come on, man, what are we doing, man? Like, not butternut squash.
Did you have it at your Thanksgiving?
Yeah, we did. It was chill. It was just three of us. No one was home. It was just me, my mom, and dad.
Yeah, I read something online where everybody was like,
That's because your brothers are all running for the new Democratic nominee.
somebody on social media said, I'm tired of
All of
y'all
them?
saying the holidays don't hit the same no more. It's because we the new adults.
Yeah.
Like, we got to cook. We got to do dinners. And I was like, you know what?
It's our tradition.
That is a
now.
valid point. Like, we have to be the ones that are like, all right, dinner at my house this year. Like,
Carry on tradition.
we have to.
Like
That's
Nas
why-
said.
I tell people all the time I don't get excited for Thanksgiving. Like I don't get to get cute and wear a cute outfit and like play little games and drink wine. Like I was by the time everybody ate, I still had my apron on. Like it's not fun for me at all. I don't look forward to it.
Baby D, one day you're going to make some man very happy.
That's the nicest thing you ever said to me.
Yeah, you are.
I was waiting for like the butt.
See, look, man, I always wait. I'm
You
serious.
got a white man do?
She was in the kitchen all day Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? She gonna make somebody
Where
happy.
she fucking belongs.
That's a true Republican right there.
Because you're such a great cook.
Oh, go to hell. Go to fucking hell.
I smoked hookah on Thanksgiving.
Why?
That's
I don't
sick.
know. My cousin makes good hookah. I haven't smoked hookah in a really long time. She's really good at it.
Makes
Like,
good
having a cousin
hookah.
that makes
Makes
good
good
hookah.
hookah.
No, I'm telling you. Yaz makes the
She
best.
pokes holes
what's
inside
she
the.
do?
No.
She
What
pokes
she-
holes inside the
Now,
foil.
it is
I don't
science.
know what she does. She won't tell us the recipe.
It's shisha.
Yeah, like what?
No,
Nah,
but
it's
nah,
different.
y'all don't
what,
smoke
she
enough
puts it
hookah
in
to
a
know.
grapefruit?
No, y'all don't know. Y'all don't smoke enough hookah to know. People make hookah very badly, like set the hookah up very badly. So when you have somebody that sets it up, it's not burning. It lasts for a long time. The smoke is great. Like that's a keeper.
Yeah. Amara had no screen time through that iPad in front of her.
Yeah,
Went right back to my college days. Give me some of this hookah. Let me breathe in all this toxins.
hookah for Thanksgiving.
flavor was it?
Wow.
I don't know. It's her
No,
own
it was
recipe.
Blue, it was blue. Oh, wait. She makes shisha?
I think
She probably mixes it.
she has like her own mix that she's not growing shisha in the backyard.
Oh,
Like-
that's what I was like.
I don't
Wait,
even know. Can you even
what
do
is
that?
she? I don't know. That's why I was like, yo, who is your cousin? We need to talk.
No, but she puts like her own concoctions together.
oh,
for
okay.
hookah.
She seasons the.
She's yes.
Okay, got it. I get it.
She glazes the hookah.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Add a little pineapple in there, a little orange slice. I get it.
But yeah, I went crazy. That was my crazy event of Thanksgiving.
All right.
Hookah.
Well, it's good to hear everybody had a good time. Peach, you all right? You good? I got to check on my guy.
What do you think? What do you think the conversation?
He's the man of many words over there.
I text Peach over the holiday weekend. He said, "I'm in the streets right now, so I don't even want to know what."
Over
Peach
the holidays?
Yeah.
I don't even want to know what Peach was
In
doing.
Kansas? Oh, over here.
Is the day before Thanksgiving still like a thing?
Blackout
for the kids?
Wednesday.
I didn't black out, but I did go out.
That's what it's called, Blackout Wednesday?
Because since we're now the adults that have to actually create the Thanksgiving, I want to know the generation below us if they still get blacked out on Wednesday nights.
Yes.
Yeah, like everyone's home. It's a big night.
I went
No?
out on Blackout Wednesday.
I never knew it was called Blackout Wednesday though.
Where'd you go? You went to like a club?
I was in Syracuse. No, we went. So in Syracuse, we go bar hopping like downtown. And I went to like 3 bars. And yeah, my turkey went in the oven very late the next day. But what I've realized is now that we are the new adults, I can't do Blackout Wednesdays anymore. It's gonna start being like me and my homegirls doing everything for Thanksgiving Wednesday night, like sipping wine. I can't do it anymore. Go out and then wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and cook. I can't do it anymore.
When you go out in Syracuse, they recognize you now? They know Baby D?
They knew me before this podcast, babe.
That's what's up.
They know the podcast.
But they may have known you for other reasons though. Derek.
from that lyrical venom.
Yeah, I was known as,
Oh, I left out one part. I had to take Amara to the same city MD Thanksgiving morning because her daycare emailed us that the whole daycare was diagnosed with some sickness.
RSV.
Yeah, that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then
What is that?
It's like a bad cold. that
COVID for
fucks
kids.
with your lungs and shit. So we took her first thing in the morning. I'm
COVID for
back in
kids
with my
is
wrapped
hilarious.
hand. It hadn't been enough time for shifts to change. Same whole staff. And they said, what happened now?
You're back.
That's so embarrassing.
They're gonna call child services on
But-
you in a minute.
The two best, I wouldn't call it hospital because it's City MD, but doctor visits I've ever had. No wait time, no one at all. Like, I invite everyone to get sick or hurt themselves on holidays. There's nobody in there.
Yeah, I don't recommend going to the hospital on holidays.
Until 12 o'clock when everybody
You gotta let
starts
that shit- you gotta let
frying
that shit-
turkeys, then you get fucked up.
Let that shit air dry.
Yeah.
If you get shot, let that shit drip dry. Fuck it.
I'd be so scared to deep fry a turkey. I think I'm too pussy for that.
Yeah, you shouldn't. I don't recommend it. You can't even take
I
a
can't even
skillet out
take
the
a-
oven. Yeah, you don't try to deep fry no turkey, please.
You just hang it over the thing and then just plop it in that hot grease?
See, you talking about plopping hot grease. You're already about to go back to the same City MD once again. Like, don't do that.
Julian, can you YouTube frying turkey accidents? Those are some of my favorite YouTube videos. They light the whole neighborhood on fire.
Look at what you do in your free time.
There's an arsonist over here.
You guys weren't like arsonists as kids?
No.
I'm an Aries. I'm still an arsonist.
I had a phase, and then like a kid I knew literally burned his family's house down. I was like, all right, I should probably hang it up.
Wait, you burned somebody's house?
No, like a kid I know
Oh.
was also like in the streets with me on some arson shit.
on some
Oh
arson
my
shit.
I thought you came in the game as a writer. I
Y'all
didn't know
was-
you came. Oh, now your pen is the fire.
But he actually burned his like family's house down. So then I was like, this isn't good. We should stop.
I never arsoned in front of my house. It was always other places. Parks were.
Well, yeah,
great
you
to
don't do
arson.
it at your house. Yeah, he was reckless with it.
But I felt like that was always a thing for kids. Like that was like a rite of passage. You just have to experiment with like matches and shit.
Well, that's why I learned the matches trick, because I was like, I have to graduate. I can't light fires. I have to.
No, you have to start the fight and hide the match.
Yeah,
is what you have
exactly.
to do. Yeah, I get it.
I can't be jammed up.
Yeah,
I can't go to juvie.
Yeah.
That's how Peach learned the nickel trick too. The fire department deep frying your turkey is hilarious.
So this is a video of
like
the
how
fire
I know that fireman's good at cooking as well as good at fire.
This is them doing a demonstration of how dangerous deep frying a turkey can become.
First of all,
it's one of the stupidest processes ever.
This is an awful idea.
But when you do it correctly, have you guys ever had like a good fried turkey? There's nothing like it.
I've never had it.
So what causes is it because people don't like dry their turkeys off enough? Is that
Oh my
issue?
God, that looks awful. Yeah, you
Putting
should
a
never
frozen
put it
turkey
in frozen.
into hot fucking grease.
Yeah, that's
looks
just,
like an
that's just
IUD
not
went
smart.
off.
Yeah, you can't put a frozen turkey into hot grease. That's just not.
So I'm assuming that you have
IUD.
to make sure that the turkey is room temperature.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think that's just like standard. Let the turkey thaw out, like and season it, and
Yeah, I don't know the process. I can just assume putting a frozen turkey into that would not end up being a good idea.
like water.
There is a
and
pattern
Water,
here.
oxygen,
grease. Fire is just not.
It's only white people where these accidents seem to happen.
That
I
is
feel like-
insane.
I feel like if you
That's
owned
crazy.
a deep fryer like that, you would know that water and hot oil are like not the best mix.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. They do have people that will like, you could drop your turkeys off and they'll deep fry them for you.
I found out Popeyes sells occasion turkey.
I saw
On Thanksgiving?
on my timeline, they have like catered. I saw 2 different people order it. Catered Thanksgiving from Popeyes.
There was a
It
viral
looked
photo of
very
it
legit.
going out. Yeah, someone said this should look like
No,
a
I saw
pigeon.
it.
Yeah.
What?
That wasn't on my actual.
Popeyes sells. You can
Timeline.
pull up and get a fucking frozen turkey. It's already seasoned from Popeyes.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like they cook it for you.
No, I think you cook it. and
No,
give
this
you
is what it looks
instructions,
like.
But they had all the sides and everything. That's not a bad like.
I'm good.
$50.
If you're in an apartment or like you can't go home or something, that's a pretty good compromise. No.
Just buy a regular turkey and season it yourself. What the
Yeah,
fuck
like
you
that's
paying?
what I'm just not trying to.
Now we don't like Popeyes seasonings.
I
Lie to
just
me.
feel like my aunt or my mom could season.
This is
Turkey better
$50,
than
by the way,
Popeyes.
if you were to get your
I'm saying,
full
like, all right,
turkey
there's-
from Popeyes.
There's like groups of people that live out of the city that they live in and like do their. I think that's how Friendsgiving started, right?
Yeah.
People do Friendsgivings.
Yeah.
And some, people in their early 20s may not know how to cook either. I could just throw a Popeyes turkey in the oven.
Wait, that's pretty. This is it post it being
Damn.
cooked. That looks nice.
I'm not rolling.
I'm not rolling.
I'm not picking up a turkey from Popeyes and then going home and cooking it.
I thought we was gonna die from the chicken sandwich. You want me to take a Popeyes turkey to the crib?
Yeah, no, I'm cool.
Who's the designated turkey cutter in everyone's family?
Oh, my mom, without a question.
Me.
Yeah, probably my mom.
I've gotten better.
I don't know how to
They-
cut a turkey for shit.
How do you? What's
Rory
your,
gonna end up back in
what's
City
your
MD?
breakdown? What's your breakdown? Like what you go to first?
Well, I don't know the anatomy. It's not like operation.
Do you like white or dark meat?
Both.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
you know
both.
what a breast is. You know what a leg
Of
is. You
course,
know the
yeah.
wing. Okay, so what do you hit first?
The leg.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I work my way to the middle.
Mm.
I think. I don't think I ever had a process. I think
don't-
I just went in there and just did what I did.
Man,
freestyle?
listen, I just wait until everybody finished getting their piece, and I'm just like, all right, it's already butchered at this point. Like,
Nah,
Oh, they
I
threw me
cut
in the
it
fire
up for
and-
everybody. Like I cut it up and put it on a platter for everybody.
you gonna make somebody. I'm telling you, baby, it's gonna happen for
This
you.
because people don't know. I don't want nobody fucking up my turkey. People just be going there just chopping.
That's
shit.
me.
Like,
That's me.
yeah, no.
One day I was so hungry, I was so high, I cut that shit with a spoon. I went right to the breast and caught that shit out like ice cream.
Also, cake or turkey?
What's funny is if it was fresh, I probably worked.
Definitely worked. That shit was so soft. I was like, ooh, hell yeah, fuck that knife.
Well, glad everyone had a good holiday break.
Did you guys watch Kai's Thanksgiving stream with Kevin Hart and Druski?
I saw clips. I didn't watch the entire thing. Clearly, I had other things going on.
Yeah. Druski called a kid fat and made him cry.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Good.
That kid may go on to do great things because of that bullying.
Yeah, you need
You have
that.
to look at it in that.
It adds
that-
character, man. We gotta. Sometimes you gotta just do kids. You know what I mean? Give them that teaspoon of Buckley's and just. I mean, like,
And then like it's not that bad of an insult because he can just look at him and be like, "You fat too." Like,
yeah,
I'd be like, twin.
right. There you go.
and Druski may have been doing like some subtle encouragement, like, "Look, I'm fat, and look how successful and funny I am. Like, you could do it too."
Yeah.
Oh, so wait, he was called He was called a fat nigga on the stream.
Here, listen. So Kai had it was his family. Well, not family. It was really Druski, Kevin Hart.
His family.
I think one of the James brothers was there. And then he hired these actors to play the Addams family. And the little boy in the Addams family that he casted is this fat little kid. So
Yo, Kai is really just living like a little kid's dream.
Yeah.
Like he just has money to be like, all right, you know what? Let's put the Addams family on this.
So then
this
is the
Go
clip
cast
that
them.
went viral.
That's you, nigga. I'm talking about the little fat nigga. Come on, bro. Come on. Fat nigga. Yo. Y'all been saying that to me all fucking night. Everybody call me the fat nigga all night, but I can't call the other little fat nigga the little fat nigga. Hey, y'all niggas been wrong. Fuck out of here, nigga. No. Come on. Y'all wanna have
He just cover his ears?
when it comes to the kid, but not me. He's like,
Yo, I didn't actually see the clip, but Druski is fucking
Oh,
Mind you,
Druski
like,
is so funny.
This is a character, like this entertainment. And the kid was obviously playing a character too. Like, I don't know, man.
Nah, the kid went back and complained to his mom.
Nah, his mom's a fucking loser for doing that.
I love that Drewski's +1 is the I don't give
Yeah.
piss about nothing but the tide.
Yeah.
I love that guy so much, but I don't publicly say it because I'm sure the hard R is going to come out eventually.
Oh yeah, of course.
They asked him who he voted for, and he was like, Trump. And you could just see like Drewski, Kai, and like all the people in the room were just like,
What? Who did you think he voted for?
it was so funny.
I'm surprised he didn't say he didn't just give a piss about nothing but the tide.
Yo,
That guy is hilarious.
that shit is so funny.
Yeah,
but-
Willie. But
Wait, this
the internet has made
this
so
is
many people
funny.
that should not be famous.
Wait, this is so. This shouldn't be this funny.
what you vote for? Okay. All right. No, well, we knew, but yeah, Willie, we kind of knew. Yeah. You can sit down. Yeah.
Kept trying to get out of frame.
We knew you voted for. Yeah. Thank you,
Who
Willie.
else did they think Willie voted for?
What you vote for?
Who else did they think Willie voted for? What is the other? He didn't even know who the other candidate was.
The only other answer would be there was an election.
Like what?
It's the only other answer.
So then here's the woman, the mother of the little fat kid.
Stop.
He's fat.
It's baby weight.
He's fat. And then the mom said it was abuse.
Channing Tatum looked just the same at that age.
Why do you know that?
I don't know. Trying to encourage the kid.
This is my little boy that was at Cenat's house last night. Hello.
All right, man. All right. All right.
No, this
right.
kid is gonna be a star because he's clearly in on the joke.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. All right.
He's an actor.
All right.
The kid's an actor.
I get it. I see what's going on now.
That's
All
a
right.
momager right there.
That
I
shit
get
had
it.
me crying.
I get it.
And, in character,
You're in character right now.
because, well, I'm supposed to be Pugsley from the Addams family, so we mostly don't talk. Then he insulted me, Druski. Druski insulted me multiple times.
He only said one thing.
And if you check on the YouTube video, they cut it out.
Okay,
You can
my
only
bad.
see me
My bad,
hugging,
Pudge.
LeBron James Jr. and Cenat. So
Wait, Bronny was there?
Bronny was at the table.
How did I miss Bronny in that?
Ronnie was there or Bryce?
Or it was Bryce. I think Bryce.
I say, isn't Bronny fucking working right now?
Bronny doesn't
No.
You don't get the fucking
No,
shit.
he's refusing to work.
Bronny doesn't play road games.
Bronny
his
had all the time in
you
the
know
world.
his contract right now. Bron fucked him up so much, man.
Wait, what happened? He doesn't play road games?
Well, they bumped him down to the G League, but now Bronny has a thing where he doesn't travel with the team. He only plays home games in LA. But he gets paid $10 million.
55.
Listen, man, 55th pick in the NBA draft. I like it. Nepotism. Finally, we experience it.
So wait, this kid is saying LeBron James Jr. was there.
He hugged him.
Can you keep playing this? I'm sorry. It's hilarious to me.
with that, they wouldn't let me get my son. Security would block me.
Oh,
The
this is sad,
person
though.
in charge of
Oh, stop.
telling me what's supposed to go on was saying that my son was crying because he didn't get no food, which was a lie.
That's
All right,
funny.
all right.
That's funny.
I can't.
That's funny.
I'm not going to.
So let me
That's
let me
funny.
guess now. They're trying
Everyone
to
needs
they're trying
to
to sue.
eat, guys.
Yeah, they're just trying to find
They're trying to sue. They're trying to sue Druski
Yeah.
now.
They're
Probably Kai and his
Go for Kai. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sue Kai for what?
That's an amazing opportunity. And if you were smart, you would like make your son the new Terrio, but like successful. Like you would
like ruin his life.
Like what you? How the marriage said make your son a new Terrio, but like
if you
successful.
were smart, you capitalize on this moment and ruin your son's life.
Isn't
Lean
Terrio
into the algorithm, lady.
I think Terrio's playing college
Like-
football.
Well, he definitely got healthier, which is was great to see.
He has an
but
NIL
He
deal.
definitely had a rough childhood.
Did you guys see? So I also on Kai was going crazy this weekend. The magician that like did the trick, like he hung himself.
Yeah. I
Oh
saw that.
shit, I saw that.
And Kai was fucking freaking. Do you guys believe that it was? Do you guys believe it was real, or do you think it was all staged? Do you think?
Staged.
Yeah, I think this entire thing was staged.
Everything is staged.
Which I mean is fine. I'm not shitting on them for thinking it's staged. It's just staged.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kai's team knew, but Kai didn't know.
I'm really into magicians. Pause.
Hey,
Like I think, just because I didn't like your tricks doesn't mean you have to AO me. You're not my type. That's all.
More of a
I
David
like
Blaine guy
the
myself.
craft of magicians, but there's that other side of it that's like it's not magic. Like when David Blaine would like sit in a box for like 6 years or whatever. Like that wasn't. It's not magic. That's
Don't
not
do
a
that.
trick.
Don't, because you definitely went to Times Square when David Blaine was out there for a week.
I tuned in. I did not.
No,
go.
you went
I did
downtown.
not go to
See, that's
Times
why I can't
Square.
fuck with Rory. He's lying. You
did not go
definitely
to
went
Times
down there. You went to Times Square to look at David Blaine in that box right outside of the MTV studios. Don't lie.
I maybe peeked in like Jerry Jones
Of
just to see what was going on.
Of course you did.
Yeah, some of that stuff like
But that-
isn't magic to me. It's just like what the fuck.
David Blaine does endurance stunts. It's not so much magic as it is like training your body to survive.
And
with no
but he does
oxygen.
the magic stuff too. That other side, this water thing
Like
was
this
cool.
isn't magic. This is like
no,
keep
that's
training
just
your
legitimately
stomach.
crazy. But when he was wasn't he in Vegas just sitting in a box?
He buried himself alive a few times. Yeah.
Yeah, but for like a
To
week
me,
though.
that's not magic. That's like what are you?
But I always love how he looks when he's like 3 days
when he-
in.
when he
and
breaks through the grave.
And his eyes are like fucking sunken into his head.
Like
and
Hank.
he hasn't had any water, any food. It's like, what are you doing this for? Like,
He buried himself alive for 7 days and then he froze himself in a block of ice for 3 days, like Austin Powers.
why?
Like that's not a magician. That's just what are you doing?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm too claustrophobic for that burying yourself alive shit.
He spent
Yeah, I can't do
63
that.
hours in this.
He's just
Nah,
like
it was a
walking
double
fear.
mirror. It was toasty in there.
Yeah, that was like a
Space heater.
No, that was with a hologram.
That's what getting into my bed felt like last night.
What was it? Was a Discovery Channel?
Why?
or
Your
something?
house was cold?
It's freezing in there right now. I mean, I've been gone, so I came home late last night and I got my bed. It was like someone threw my bed in the ocean.
That's why you
It
got
was awful.
date thick women.
It was awful.
Somebody threw my bed
I
in the
slept
ocean.
in like this. I just
Yeah,
went to bed
Shorty
in a
could've
hoodie.
covered, laid right on top of
Yeah,
you.
you need a thick thigh, keep you warm at night.
I do. I did not have one. I slept alone. It
One
was
with
awful.
melanin.
See, them white girls too thin.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you was laying next to a
Snuggling with a snow cone.
And-
yeah, you was laying next to a cold spoon.
And our skin can't process heat and trap it. It just burns us. We can't give heat out.
How did this become David Blaine?
Because you are David Blaine.
Since you started out as a magician, your next
Started out.
illusion or what'd you call it? Body
Endurance?
would be that you would finally sleep with a black woman.
My version of that is how long can I stay in bed with a black
How
woman?
long could you cuddle next to a black woman?
Yes, that would be yours.
63 hours.
How long can you cuddle with a black woman?
It's just me holding my breath.
Now, if I was to slap the shit out of him, I'd be wrong, right? I would lose my job, right?
No, you wouldn't. I would fight to keep you.
Funny. We're doing the goddamn bit.
It'd be a race. What'd be so funny is the only people that would be impressed would be his Lower East Side white friends. Like, how is he doing that?
He's so brave.
I'm not sure if we should keep this or not, but
Yeah, keep it. Fuck it. Yeah.
Oh, you bold. All right.
Wow, it's a joke. We were doing a joke. I don't.
man.
Look. Go ahead. Clip it.
No,
up.
go ahead, Andrew. Go ahead.
my
what was
God.
the
Who?
Oh, it was honestly just jokes. We love everybody. What was that Discovery Channel?
We know you.
That
do.
sounds believable. Yeah,
I love everybody.
of course you do. I do too.
What was the Discovery one where they would do the magic trick and then show you how they did it? I used to hate that. Like, at least let me believe
that
that
was
he
the-
caught a bullet with his mouth.
That was the mask when they.
The Masked Magician.
Masked
I
Magician.
loved him.
He's.
too.
I wonder. Did they ever find out who the masked magician is though?
No, they showed us how he did every trick, but we never got his ID.
Val Valentino. Wow. He looked like
said, what a name.
Yeah, with a name like Val Valentino, you have to be a
he's
magician.
somebody in the witness protection program.
he
from the
got
mob.
his shit off.
That's Val under the makeup.
I ain't gonna lie, I like the masked magician though. Because I always did one, like, how did they do that?
But they did that whole series
he a
where
snitch?
where they showed it.
Is that snitching?
How they showed like the
Yeah, he's showing everybody's tricks to the
He's like the
man.
Carlos Mencia of a magician.
But then it would get me tight too, because there's some tricks that I can respect, even though I don't like it, that David Blaine actually buried himself alive like 10 times. That's crazy that he survived that. They would show that catch the bullet thing, and they'd be like, oh, legitimately, no, this is where they turn the camera off and he puts a bullet in his mouth. I'm like, all right, man. What do we... There's not even a talent to this illusion.
Yeah, that's just camera tricks.
And I was like, yeah, we put a bullet in the gun and then we stop the camera and put a blank in. Like, all right, well, then what the fuck is the point of this? I could do this at my house.
Could have used that on the set of Rust.
My favorite thing was like, how do we make an entire studio audience disappear?
Or
Yeah, just move the camera. Remember that? It was on a dolly and they just moved the camera. They're like, where are the 600 people? It's like, they're behind the camera.
oh, was that in Good Morning America or something?
No, it was on
Or-
this.
And also, all you have to do to train to do this trick is pretend to get hit with a bullet.
That's it. That's all it is.
This is so funny.
What was the Good Morning America one where they like made twins out of everyone? And then they just showed like, oh yeah, no, they just like went in another corridor and then they had actual twins.
Yeah, they
Like,
were
they
all
casted
real
twins.
twins. Yeah, they casted a whole bunch of twins that day.
The trick was, hey, we're going to duplicate these people, and they hired twins.
It's still magic though.
Like, no, it's not.
It is.
It's casting.
That's magic.
Rory, you were talking about magic bullets and guns, Maul. Did you guys see
That's how they took JFK out.
over the holiday, DaBaby was teaching his 6-year-old how to shoot some magic bullets.
I think they were just regular bullets, but
Oh, all right.
yeah.
Rory, you have a daughter.
I like it.
In 5 years, would you let Amara shoot a gun?
Probably not.
Oh.
But
We live in New York.
yeah, North Carolina, this may be
This is standard.
this year.
That's.
I don't want to judge something that's probably extremely regular in in the woods of North Carolina.
That's
And-
standard.
and
In
I
the South,
think more than anything, sorry, I want to interrupt you. It's because of safety, because everybody in the South does have a gun. You're going to go to your cousin's house, they're going to have guns. So I'd rather you know
No.
how
Yeah.
to operate it
how
and
to
know
handle
what it
it.
can do.
Yeah, how
I
to
gotta
handle
kill
it.
my cousin first, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how to
or
handle
like,
it.
you know when you
Get
smoke
shot.
weed and you grab a gun and be like, nothing can hurt me. Like, I don't want that to happen.
No, they don't. But see, that's the thing, Julian. Down in the South, they don't play with guns like that because they are so familiar with them. So kids don't play with guns like they do in other places.
I would bet statistically, if we look at most gun accident deaths are probably in the South.
And that's why stats are stupid, because there's way more guns in the South.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Just because it's a part of your culture and there's more guns doesn't mean you know how to properly use them.
No, of course, but that's why I'm not against teaching your kids young how to handle something that's always around them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm 6 is, I can see someone being like 6 is a little really
a
fucking
little
early.
what? Shit,
But-
my cousins was hunting at 9 in the South. Literally hunting.
Different than 6, though.
I'm just saying, it's the same. They probably learned how to
Just the
shoot.
number
At 6.
flipped.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Same thing.
Yeah.
6
Turn a
and
6
9.
upside down. It's a 9.
It's a
now.
9 now.
That's why Drake made that song. It's about hunting in the South.
Exactly.
It's in the
There you go.
paperwork, that specific song.
That one. That specific.
That's what you
record?
thought it was not like us. No, it was that one. Because UMG was flipping the numbers.
You know what?
I like
Great.
that. I like that. Good shot.
Rory came to pod. Ham burnt. Came to pod.
It's just the medication. I guess that's a good segue. There's been some updates since, because last time we recorded was when the news broke with the Drake court filing with UMG.
The
petition-
first one.
Yes, the first one. And then the following day, a new one, which I believe was only in Texas. I don't think it was in New York, filed a defamation case against UMG for the things that was said about him on the record, Not Like Us. We did a quick breakdown on last episode. I'm down to get into more detail since some time has passed and the dust has settled. As far as the first filing action, I'm still with Drake all the way. I see people, rightfully so, saying, all right, this is all just because he took a L. He's not really for artists. This is a selfish move. This is him being butthurt. Let's say that's the case in your hypothetical situation or what you think. I don't care. Cool. If he's doing this for selfish reasons, I still think it's going to benefit everyone in the long run. So I fully support it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know him, neither do you guys. So who knows his real reasons? I think it's fine to speculate, and I could totally see someone coming to the conclusion he's doing this because he's hurt. I still do not care if that ends up being the actual reason. This could This could reveal so much stuff that can help all of us within the music industry.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't care if he's doing it just for Aubrey Graham. The results could help us all.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he is this tirade going against the industry, and I'm not saying he's that either. I'm just saying I think this is going to be great for all of us. If it happened because of a rap battle, so be it. I also understand why people are upset at the defamation thing. I don't know what it's like to be called a pedophile when you're not one, so I can't really put too much credence on Drake for being upset about that. Because if someone called me a pedophile and I'm not, I'd probably prove to you guys that I'm not a fucking pedophile. With that said, it was a rap battle, so it's weird.
Is it weird if the label you're signed to that you generated so much money for 15 years, and you're now in the middle of renegotiation, if they use this tactic to kind of say, okay, well, your value is kind of down at this point?
Yeah, I can see that angle, which I think a lot of people are ignoring. I think that's a great point, Maul, that Drake is trying to say that the pedophile angle was pumped up from UMG to try to devalue the negotiation that they were going through currently,
right?
To lower his value. I can totally see that. It's just when people read, which they don't read everything, Drake is suing for defamation because of a rap battle. It looks insane.
That's public perception.
Yeah.
And I get now, with social media and everybody has access to it and has a phone, everybody, it feels like they can chime in. So public perception is loud. It's louder than it's ever been these days. But if you have a contract and you have a legal, document binding you and the company, and there's certain things that were violated during this whole thing within your contract, you're well within your rights to be petitioning that label and saying, hey, you guys directly violated our contract with each other during this whole thing. Like, it's interesting because, people are like, oh, Drake is mad he lost. Well, y'all said he lost the Pusha battle, right? No lawsuit came of that.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to know that this situation is totally different. Obviously, there's something that was directly violated between him and his contract with UMG.
But also drastically different battles because there wasn't any real defamation within. You are hiding a child is not grounds for defamation.
More of a revelation.
No, I understand that, but also, was he in the middle of renegotiations at that time?
No.
Did UMG put money behind?
I think the only defamation he could have done was that rumor that he was going to use his son as like an Adidas press line, and then he said fuck Adidas and went with Nike because I guess there was rumors that Adidas was the ones that told everyone about the hidden kid or whatever. Either way, that would have been the only case. Do you find it odd with the verbiage of defamation when one could say Drake did the same to Kendrick? Leave UMG out of this. Drake also said things that could be, a clause for defamation if Kendrick did not do those.
Yeah, but did the label put money behind Family Matters? And is Kendrick in the middle of negotiating his contract with the same label?
Oh, I know the answer. I just wanted you to say it.
No, but that's what people are not understanding about this thing. It's not about what Kendrick said. It's, Kendrick said this, but then the label amplified that to try to assassinate my character because I'm going through a renegotiation with them at the point in time.
Yeah.
And the number I asked for is probably something that probably he's absolutely worth, but UMG is like, we don't want to pay him that.
Yeah.
Because what did they give him his last deal? 400 million? 500 million? Something like that?
I believe it was 4.
We think.
He's probably asking for at least...
to be around 4.
Yeah. He's probably asking for at least double that.
Oh, I think Drake would be asking for $1 billion.
Rightfully
so.
Rightfully so. And UMG probably is like, we can't give him $1 billion because if we give him $1 billion, that might open the floodgate for other artists to feel like, well, shit, y'all gave Drake $1 billion. I could at least get 250.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I just think that people don't understand that it's just a business thing behind this. And again, if you have some things maybe in this contract to where you can't post my home on the streaming platform with fucking sex offender pin drops above it. Like, what if that's in his contract and they directly violated that? Is he wrong?
Yeah. it just has the regular public that doesn't particularly care about music business stuff. They're just music consumers and fans. They want to be entertained. Would look at the history of rap and all the things that could be labeled as defamation, down to like what Pac was even gonna do with the Machiavelli cover with Puff and Big like fucking each other on the back cover.
Yeah,
Like-
but Rory,
like-
if you go back to when we first, because we've been talking about this shit since what, May? One of the first things I said was a diss record went #1. That was the oddest thing to I'm old enough to have seen the Pac and Biggie beef. Neither one of those records went #1 on the
Didn't
chart.
Back to Back go #1?
Megan's diss to Nicki went #1 as well.
Didn't Back to
One
Back?
of the first #1s this year.
Huh?
Yeah, on the rap charts, maybe.
Yeah.
Not Like Us went #1 on Billboard, correct?
Okay.
Didn't Back to Back?
It's crazy. We had Google.
Yeah, I don't
Back to
think
Back
I
didn't
don't
go
think
#1.
Megan's song went #1 on.
Okay, but also let's add some context. Having that same conversation in May when it went #1, we had said before that this is the first time in rap history that the two biggest stars, period, 1A, 1B, that have surpassed hip hop were ever battling. Like Jay and Nas, of course, were huge at that time, but they were not what Drake and Kendrick are as far as optics, numbers, who they are in music.
For sure.
So it would not shock me if a diss record went #1 coming from the two biggest rappers we've ever had.
His debuted at #1.
Who did?
The Megan record.
Billboard, period?
Yes.
Global
Like
200.
like over Adele?
Global 200. It went #1. Thank you.
Really?
Y'all make me have to go crazy for Meg. Like, I hate that y'all make me.
I had no idea that song
Yes,
went
it
#1.
went #1. Debuted at #1. Yes.
Okay.
Obviously,
That's
it didn't
impressive.
have the success of Not Like Us because Not Like Us stayed on the charts for a really long time. His one #1. Rory, you don't have to double check. We have it right here.
Rock Nation bots went at it.
Oh yeah, has to be Rock Nation.
You put this in
This
#1,
has to be Rock
Damn,
Nation.
Hove might remix Not Like Us this late in the game just to stop being revealed of the bots.
Is that Meg's only #1?
No, I believe it was her third.
Savage definitely went #1.
WAP exists,
WAP-
y'all.
Yeah, I always get confused if WAP is Cardi's or Megan's. Like they never made it clear.
I think that was Megan's.
Okay.
No, WAP was Cardi.
No, WAP was cool. Well, they were both primary artists on the record, but it's technically a Cardi record. It's her third #1. The last time she went #1 was WAP.
No, Damaris, I apologize. I would have never guessed. I could see it going #1 on the rap Billboard charts for sure, but I didn't even feel like it was even close to Megan's biggest song.
Yeah,
like,
that's why I'm like, I didn't even
like
think
Megan's
that.
had far bigger records to me.
It
than
was
that.
a Nicki Minaj dish, y'all.
Fair.
It was all everybody talked about for a while. Like I said, it didn't have the staying power. It didn't stay #1 for long, but
Yeah.
it went #1.
Okay, well, either way, back to the original point of I could still see it going #1 with or without bots, just because that was the craziest week in hip hop. That record was the one that was probably the most of a song.
Not Like Us, you talking about?
Yeah, Not Like Us was a song. Like Euphoria was like what, 7 minutes long? Family Matters 7 minutes long. Meet the Grams way too long as far as something that would stay on the charts. Not Like Us was a bop and part of the biggest rap battle of all time. I can see that going #1 with or without the bots. But clearly it seems like there was some foul play. We can all just be objective. It appears like that happened.
100%. But we spoke to that before though.
And, you know, I know people's perception of this pod and everything that's been going on. Speaking for myself, I feel like I've been very objective and I'm viewing this solely as what I was reading in the paperwork.
Cap.
What have I not been objective about in this battle?
I'm just playing the internet narrative. No, you have been. I have nothing to say.
Whereas the same day Kendrick's album came out that I love, I'm still on Drake's side when it comes to this paperwork. Like, it makes all the sense in the world if you take it away from the battle. Now, I understand fans and consumers don't care to separate those two things, especially when Not Like Us is in the paperwork. I just view it way different. I think this is something that's extremely important. And if it comes off the legs of someone, quote unquote, taking an L and feeling butthurt, I still do not care.
Yeah.
I think this is amazing. I think this will reveal a whole bunch of shit that we need to know in the music industry.
You had spoke to it because you had posted a video on your IG. I just don't understand why people all of a sudden are against artists like suing their labels. Like, since when did we trust and have like this upstanding faith that our labels are doing right by the artists and things like that? Like, since when did that happen?
Again, being objective, just watching the internet over this whole holiday weekend, you guys have claimed that this pod is biased, dick riders, all this. You guys proved over this week that that's what you guys are.
Oh, 100%.
When did we all of a sudden start saying the labels are these great people, and how could we?
Yeah.
Drake is a snitch.
to a label. Labels that do artists dirty. A record contract is fucked all the way around, period.
I watched all of the timeline for 7 years justify snitching on street shit. But now we draw the line when it comes to snitching on a label that's been fucking over artists since the beginning of fucking time.
Right.
When did everyone become this label friendly, they're here to do right by all the artists? They're fucking over the consumers too. As far as what you pay for and what you get in return. Everyone's getting fucked here. When did we start loving the labels?
But you understand it though. It's cool to hate Drake right now. That's what the public perception is. That Drake, he lost, he's, this corny Canadian and he's not of the culture and he just attaches himself to people to kind of like be a part of the culture. Like, that's just what the noise is. Cool. And if you feel like that, great, you're entitled to that. But we have to remember, this is an artist suing his label because him and his team, his lawyers, which we can all assume in this room that Drake's business is intact, and that he has lawyers that know what the hell they're doing.
I would think so.
So if they're petitioning because they feel like the label violated his contract, I just don't understand how the public doesn't understand and agree with that. Like, yeah, the labels usually fuck the artist over at some point. It just so happens that here's the biggest artist in the world because people feel like, oh, well, Drake, you already have so much money. Just shut up and sit down. Like, that's what I'm seeing online. Like, yo, you're already the most streamed and have been on top for this many years and this, that, and the third, da. You should just take this loss and, okay, you talking about still a rap battle, but what if something in his contract is violated and the label has to pay? He's not supposed to say, hey, y'all did this goes against my contract. Because if he did something that went against his contract, I can promise you the labels would have him in court.
Yeah.
Now that it's reversed, people are saying, oh, he needs to take his loss like a man and just sit down and like what? But he has a contract. This is business that was violated that his lawyers found. And they're saying, hey, y'all did this. This violates Drake's contract. You need to pay for this.
And off that, another narrative I was seeing since last week, since this was announced, is Drake has probably benefited off this system as well. Yeah, probably so. So what? Okay, if he wants to sacrifice himself for this entire thing, great. He's the only artist that could be able to do this. So if he wants to do it, more power to him. Because again, I think it'll help us. Have you ever seen 16 Blocks with Bruce Willis and Yasin Bey? At the end, when he goes to testify in court and Mos Def finds out that he's also one of the cops that is under trial that he's going to snitch against. And Bruce Willis is like, yeah, I'm the one. I participated in all these murders. All this crime, I was with the crew. If Drake wants to go be Bruce Willis, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Tell
on everyone. You've been here for 15 years. You know everything that's going on. You have the most power, the most money of any artist outside of Taylor Swift. I'm sure Drake knows that bots have been somewhat around his career at some point. Even during the Pusha T battle, I remember there being bots everywhere on the timeline. You said Pusha T's name, 1 million OVO bots were killing you in your mentions. So, cool. If Drake is fine with exposing all this shit at the expense of people saying, hey, you did it too, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Why should I care about that?
Yeah, I mean, and again, I understand public perception, but, people have to understand business. We're talking about one of the biggest artists in the world, one of the biggest, if not the biggest label, music label in the world. And if his lawyers feel like his contract was violated, I just don't understand how people don't agree with them going after that and saying, hey, y'all have to pay him because y'all violated his contract.
Yeah, I had a lot of people, because I said some things as well on Twitter, and some people were like, it's $400 million, like, shut the fuck up. And I was like, well, like, that's not, I was like, look, like, everyone, I said to the guy back, I said, I assume you have a job and your job pays you but I'm sure you have problems with your job. Just because your job's like, just because Drake's worth is $400 or $500 million doesn't mean problems don't happen. Problems happen regardless of how big the paycheck is. You can still have gripes. And to your point, if something is violated, if a term that you'd once agreed upon was violated, then you have the right to fucking react. Just so it happens that everything Drake does is a public thing.
And I think people, when you have all of that money and you have all of that status, you also have a lot of people working for you. So yeah, $400 million to Drake means a lot because I have to pay people out. I'm in charge of supporting people's, not only my family, but other people's families. So yes, every dollar does fucking matter. Like, what are we talking about here?
And not only that, if my contract that we both agreed upon was violated,
Okay, if it's $1 or $1 billion.
yeah, like it's
This
like
is
my
wrong.
contract was violated. Like y'all did something. Y'all allowed a picture of my home to go up on DSPs and stay there with sex offender marks above my home. Like when Jaguar Wright went on Piers Morgan and said what she said about Jay and Beyonce.
Woo, got her out of here and out the paint.
That's just like, yo, like what? Like first, get her out of it. What is she talking about? Like that can't. Shapiro, the next day, Shapiro was like, yo, listen, y'all got to play with something safe. This ain't that. We not even playing. We not playing that game. Like, did Jay and Beyonce snitch on Jaguar, right? Like
No.
that. It's just, so what do that is violating. You cannot do that. Y'all cannot do that to these artists. Drake is saying the same thing. Hey, I have a contract with y'all.
And to the dollar
violated
amount
it.
too, like then
Fuck the dollar amount.
But
I'm
then
talking about the
at
contract.
what point, like, do you draw the line when money's fucked up? Like if it's a $20 difference and you don't call out what's wrong here, that can just continue to fuck on because we've already compromised that money issues are fine if it's just a small amount or a big amount. You just have to go off this is wrong or this is right.
Yeah.
So I don't 400 million. They're also playing in a business that is above us financially. Yeah, we would be pissed off about a couple $1,000s. They run around with $1 billion.
Yeah.
So all their discrepancies and anything that could go wrong within them is going to be at $1 billion value because that's the world they live in. Just because we don't live in that world and we would go, yeah, I'll take 400 million, doesn't mean it's correct in their world.
Right.
That's the type of money they play with. That's what lawsuits will look like. It'll look like 400 million.
Do you think
It'll look like $1 billion.
Do you think that this petition that came out, do you think that this adds to any reason why Kendrick dropped the album when he did and why Not Like Us isn't on the album?
No.
No.
No?
No.
You think it has no correlation?
No.
No.
Okay.
I don't think it was ever. But we all said that I don't think it was ever going to be on the album.
My correlation was the opposite, which boy did I have my tinfoil hat on. I sent it over to you. Pull up the whacked out murals.
You sent
lyrics.
it to me?
The lyric?
No, I sent it to Jamal over the holiday weekend.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
now I'm of the belief that
I told Rory you had a tinfoil do-rag on.
Where am I going?
I am of the belief that Kendrick did know about this lawsuit before anyone else did. Even though he's not really in the paperwork, Not Like Us is, he also has a deal with UMG. So I think it was brought to his attention before it was brought to anyone else's. Now, I don't think he dropped any music because of that, but I think on the chorus of Whacked Out Murals, he was encouraging Drake, going up your rank, going right up to Lucian, up your rank over there. Know you a god, 6 God, you know. Even when they say you ain't, yeah, keep your feelings out of the way. I think Drake felt a way about that, but keep your feelings out that I called you a pedophile. Don't let no one put
Wait, stop right there. How do you keep your feelings out of that? Somebody calls you a pedophile. Like, what do you mean keep your feelings out of it?
Go sue. Get your feelings there's no emotions in them fucking up a negotiation you have with your label. There's no feelings in how, yo, you mad because I did this or that. Get your feelings in this battle out of the way. Don't let anyone put smut on your name. Keep your head down.
AKA, don't let me call you a pedophile. Go sue your label?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out where your brain was at.
Oh, it's the furthest reach of all time.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you saw all kind of ligaments in your shoulder with that one.
No, absolutely. But I think when it started with, yo, going up your rank, I think that goes directly to Lucian. Going up your rank over there. Go ask for what you deserve over there. You're a god, even when they say you ain't, because they're saying, we're not going to give you the value of what you want in this negotiation. Look what happened. You are a quote unquote pedophile. You're not worth this billion that you're asking for. This is all alleged, by the way. You're still a god over there. Like, don't let them ever do that. keep your feelings out the way. Go sue. Don't let anyone put smut on your name. Go do the defamation case. Don't let no one put no smut on your name like that. That's crazy. I called you a pedophile. Don't let nobody do that shit. So go sue the label.
Rory, I would be 1/5 with you, right?
This is just speculation amongst friends to just.
Of course.
Yeah.
But
not even making content. I thought it was interesting.
Just Rory off the hookah at the crib.
Yeah. Go ahead, Damaris.
If he's doing that, he's doing it in a mocking way. It's not in a loving way. It's in a very much mocking.
Kendrick is very sarcastic. So
yeah. Because he does hate Drake. So like that's like he's not gonna fake this is fake uplifting, and like he will fake uplift somebody like Cole or somebody else with a fake rap battle, but he really despises Drake.
Fair. You know what? I will fully take that yes, he could be saying this in a very condescending way. But I did attach this with the timing to the lawsuit. So yeah, he could be sarcastic on this.
Yeah, I don't feel all right. So because I do believe Kendrick, I'm seeing a lot of people say, they feel like this is just the filler until the album comes out closer to the Super Bowl. I don't think it'll be a whole new project. I think he'll do a deluxe of this album. I think he'll add some songs. Y'all really don't believe that this lawsuit, obviously he knew that the lawsuit was coming because he's signed to UMG as well. I'm pretty sure they reached out and let him know that a lawsuit was coming. Y'all don't think the lawsuit that's naming that particular song in the lawsuit, and Drake is saying what the label did as far as putting millions of dollars behind that record, pushing it to kind of, bring his value down because he's in negotiations with them currently. Y'all don't think if he leaves that off the album, his biggest song ever, I don't know when an artist's biggest song ever was left off of their project. Y'all don't think that has something to do with it?
No.
That is crazy.
Because I think that would make that would make Drake look even crazier if he put Not Like Us on there, and then because of this, because it's only a petition now, it's not even really a lawsuit yet.
Right.
Yeah.
But let's say it was a lawsuit and it went through that, they would have to take that off the album while things were in litigation. I think that would make Drake look even crazier with this "give me my ball back, no one can play" type of accusations he has now. Which again, I think that energy is great.
All right, but answer the question though. When has an artist ever left their biggest song off of their album?
Kendrick is not the typical artist though.
Tommy Richmond just did it.
Yeah.
Kendrick
I feel like there's a Beyonce project. Formation they just threw at the end as a bonus.
Yeah. But Kendrick is not the typical artist, Maul. And that's what we were telling you before we even heard anything about this lawsuit. When we had this argument with you and we said that we think he's going to leave it off the album, our point still stands pre-lawsuit that he's not that type of artist. Kendrick likes to provide bodies of work, and providing a body of work with a song like that has what it has attached to it, it just doesn't go with what I think his vision would be. That's why I never thought that it would be on.
And they changed the rules a bit too, where before that, it would really behoove artists because whatever their single sales would be added to their album sales.
It will take you to number one.
That changed. There's still a small percentage I think that's taken, but that rule changed.
It doesn't really go towards consumption.
Yeah, so it's not really a huge deal to put it on there.
I don't care about.
And I think he replaced it, not to say it's going to have the same effect whatsoever. They have TV off. Like you didn't need Not Like Us.
That's in the same vein.
Yeah,
it's the same record to me, minus the pedophile shit.
Yeah, I mean it's extremely close.
Same energy,
yeah,
same
sure.
type of vibe.
I actually prefer it, to be honest.
TV off?
Over Not Like Us, yeah.
What about Squabble Up? How do you feel? Squabble Up is number one in the country right now, right?
Yeah.
Squabble Up is great. All right, but to your point as well, does this affect the Super Bowl? Now, if this leaves a petition and goes to an actual case, I'm assuming, I do not know, but I assume the Super Bowl has to clear every song that an artist performs at halftime.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would imagine TV rights, everything, that song has to be cleared to be performed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that looks like. We would have to ask a lawyer, but we can all assume he would not be allowed to perform that. That song would not be cleared if there's legal action with it. Same way if there was a sample clearance problem. You can't perform that song at the Super Bowl until that is cleared.
Let's play the numbers game. Not that I care about it. Do we feel like, and this is just us having a conversation, do we feel like the numbers and the energy around Not Like Us reflect Kendrick's first week album sales?
Oh, you're saying what the magnitude of Not Like Us was versus what did the album do, like 300 something?
324 something? It's pretty on par.
Yeah,
Outside of Damn, it's pretty on par for Kendrick.
I will say, like, not like
And it
us,
was a surprise drop.
not like us was an anomaly. And I'm on the side of, look, they fudged the numbers. They were selling ads at a lower clip. I get all that. Assuming everything Drake said is true. My argument still is that you can't fake cultural relevancy. Like, I've worked at a label. We've put thousands of dollars, sometimes millions, into a record. And you can't trick people into thinking something. Either it is or it isn't. When something, you can add fire to it and make it bigger than it already is. But you can't like trick people into what the culture is quote unquote feeling. That record had everybody. I don't think like it needed all this juice and boost and all this like stuff that Drake is.
Well, it had everybody because it was part of one of the biggest battles in.
Of course,
history.
no, I'm saying all of that with it. Like it's all that's what made this song what it was. I think if Kendrick just puts out randomly, like why this doesn't sound like Kendrick. Obviously, a lot of it has to deal with this moment, but that moment was the moment, and it was perfect for what the beef. Like it was perfect at the time, and I don't think it needed what Drake's accusing them of may have happened, and I do think that stuff is true. But I don't think that song needed that to be this successful. It was such a fucking it was a missile.
I do agree with you. That song was going to be great organically, no matter what. But leaning more into like all these crazy brands that would never fuck with hip hop, starting attaching themselves to it. A lot of that, from a brand's perspective, goes to numbers. So if they're getting a report of what that song is doing, they'll take the risk of saying, "All right, we can put this song against certain ads. We can put billboards up that have the lyrics." Like we saw a bunch of brands attach themselves to that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even
that only happens if the numbers match the risk. So if the numbers are fake, a lot of brands aren't going to push that record the way they were pushing it without fudged numbers. So
I don't know.
I don't think with the culture it affects anything. I think that record surpassing this rap battle to the point that a lot of people probably didn't even know that this was a Drake diss when they first heard it. If you're outside of hip hop, yeah, I think fudging the numbers added to that.
If you're Kendrick, are you upset that Beyonce's performing at the halftime on Christmas?
Why?
Why
You be
would it
upset
be?
about
Yeah.
that?
Because I think her viewership will be higher than his.
I don't think
No.
that a Christmas
Super
game is
Bowl,
going to
man.
get bigger views than the
Even
Super
if it's
Bowl.
Beyonce,
Even if it's Beyonce.
It's the Super Bowl, man.
Huh?
It's the Super Bowl.
It's Beyonce.
It's the Super Bowl.
It's Beyonce. Beyonce's bigger than the Super Bowl.
I'm a Beyonce fan. I'm telling you that it's still the Super Bowl. It's not going to happen.
Well,
Y'all tripping. Y'all
outside.
trip. This is Beyonce first time she's gonna give us Cowboy Carter.
On Netflix, I think that the numbers are going to be insane, but it's still the Super Bowl.
But I'm saying if you're Kendrick, you don't feel the type of like, damn, why would y'all? That's December. Mine is in February. Like,
No.
No.
I don't even
Matter of fact, great. Now you're just adding more credence of artists performing at halftime at NFL games to get people that typically wouldn't watch NFL games and are just music fans to watch NFL games.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think is the second most important thing at the Super Bowl that brings viewership besides the game?
ads.
Commercials. Super Bowl commercials are it. One of the biggest ones.
The Super Bowl.
I know, but one of the biggest ones during the Super Bowl.
Oh, like alcohol?
Doritos,
No.
Verizon.
When are the biggest commercials?
Right before the halftime.
Oh,
Before
right,
halftime.
I thought
Right
you said
before
1 hour,
halftime,
sorry.
right after halftime, like
Mm-hmm.
sandwiched between the performance. People, no matter whether they know who Kendrick Lamar or not, are going to be sitting there for commercials.
Who had the biggest commercial last year?
Beyonce.
Kanye.
Beyonce.
No, Beyonce had the biggest. She announced that.
I mean, she announced it too. But I thought I read that Kanye iPhone shit surpassed Beyonce.
It might have been Kanye's. You're right. It might be Kanye's. Beyonce's was close. Her Verizon one was close, but I think it was Kanye.
I'm just saying the amount of viewers
I don't know.
when
man.
halftime exists. Yes, of course, it can fluctuate with the performer, but at the end of the day, football fans are watching because they're waiting for the game. Regular people that don't like football are watching for the commercials. And
also
halftime is the highest commercials.
it's America's thing too. Like, even if you don't care about football, even if you don't care about the commercials, like you're at a party with your friends. It's America's game.
And like Christmas time,
I don't know. I just seen Beyonce just have silver sold out for a year. The colors. Like, I don't know people that can have a color sold out.
with Christmas time, I've never heard of people like waiting at halftime at the Christmas football games. A bunch of people go because of Beyonce.
So does the NFL. The NFL recognized that too. And guess
But I'm
what
saying
they
the
did?
Super Bowl is going to have music fans plus non-NFL fans plus NFL fans. Like it's
Same
different
for Christmas
tornado.
game.
No, it's not.
What?
Oh, please.
You think
Hopefully.
people that are not fans of football don't watch the football game during Christmas? Everybody's in the house, the TV.
Well, people do more. Some
Yeah, they
people
walk
do
past
watch
the
the
TV.
Christmas game, but
While
it's not
dad's
the Super
watching the
Bowl.
game.
No, it's not the Super Bowl. I know it's definitely not the Super Bowl. We know that. But I'm just saying.
Mom, dad, son, daughter, everyone is watching the Super Bowl. Christmas time, I think people walk past it. Dad is watching the football game.
They don't have to watch. As long as it's on, they don't have to be sitting there watching it. It's on. What I'm saying is Beyonce brings a way bigger audience to the Christmas game than we're ever going to see.
Absolutely. But you're comparing that to the Super Bowl. That's crazy.
And on top of that, it's not like they just, it's not a random person doing the Super Bowl. This is one of the biggest rappers in the world, off the cusp of one of his biggest moments in the world, the biggest rap beef that we've ever seen in our lifetime. So
This is one of the biggest artists in the world ever. Beyonce.
I'm aware of that, Maul. I'm the Beyonce fan in the room.
Beyonce.
Yeah, but then speak like that then. Speak
I am
like you
speaking like a
understand-
Beyonce fan, but I
speak
also
like you
don't have to
understand
shit
why
on Kendrick to do it.
Who's shitting on Kendrick? I'm saying if I'm Kendrick, you're not looking at the NFL like, fuck, why would y'all put this fucking megastar that's a bigger star than I am on the halftime show 2 months before me? Like, that's a lot of pressure on Kendrick now, is all I'm saying. That's beyond, bro, that's like, essentially, that's like performing after Beyonce. Essentially, even though it's 2 months apart.
It's so different.
Okay.
No, it's not. How is it different?
Okay.
It's
2 months
both
of-
halftime shows.
I can
Game, like
explain
this-
it. Okay. Beyonce, Homecoming, Coachella. We would say that's a pretty big Beyonce event.
Yes, that's the Beyonce event.
On Netflix, 1.1 million viewers.
Mhm.
Pepsi halftime comparison averages 117 million viewers.
What is that? What are you comparing though?
That on average, no matter what, 117 million people are watching the Pepsi halftime show. Beyonce, you're saying, is going to bring in all these fans. When it was her performance at Coachella, it brought in 1.1 million.
Yeah, but that you can't.
How many people watch? How many people watch the Christmas?
You can't
NFL
compare
game?
performance at Coachella to the fucking halftime show at the
Yeah, it's
Christmas
bigger.
Day game.
It's
No,
bigger.
No, you can't. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. A lot of people don't watch Coachella. Like that's
Average
not.
viewers.
It's not the same. That's not the same.
But you're talking about the Beyonce viewing fans. Like, I mean, we can agree to disagree, but even what were the numbers for the Jake Paul
average
fight?
Christmas Day game? 28.7 million viewers. This is not even comparable.
This will probably crack 30.
Yeah.
And I'm saying if we're bringing in all the Coachella
You think
Beyonce
it's only going?
fans,
You think
it'll-
the average
it'll
is
get to
28
30.
million with Beyonce performing at halftime is only going to do 30 million?
I'll tell you what, it's not going to do 117. It might get 40. Sure.
Y'all are
We'll
tripping.
double it. Give it 60.
Yeah.
Y'all are tripping, man. Well, we gonna find out. I'm just saying, if I'm Kendrick, I definitely am like, fuck. Like, this is.
All right. Why I was using Coachella was because that was a big Beyonce event. So you can tack on that amount of new viewership, no matter what, to the 28.7 million viewers. You're still not even getting remotely close to the 117 million viewers for Super Bowl.
All right.
With or without Kendrick, I think the Super Bowl is going to do 117 million.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying if you're Kendrick, if you're the artist Kendrick, you're not looking at it like, God damn, like Beyonce is doing her halftime show 2 months before mine.
What if he comes out and they do Freedom? Then what? What if he's in an NFL 360 and he has to perform the whole season?
Yo. Rory.
I don't know where you was going with that, but I
I'm crying.
That was freestyle at the top of my
I
head.
think Kendrick is comparing himself to other Super Bowl performers in other Super Bowl performances. I think that's the only thing he's focused on. I think he's trying to figure out how to compete with what Rihanna did as far as like her set and things like that.
Yeah, I agree. And we can get off this topic, but Whacked Out Murals, before we close, there was a rumor over the holiday weekend what the muted lyrics were in Whacked Out Murals in the beginning. It's in like the first, I don't know, like minute of the song.
Mm-hmm.
They're suggesting that what's bleeped out there is, I made a born sinner ask me for forgiveness. And it does match up with all the bars and syllables.
Oh, so another
you could
shot
say
at
that about anything.
another shot at Cole.
No.
There was shots at, there was been shots
It
at
just
Cole.
makes no sense. Like, there's
Why wouldn't it make any
there's
sense?
No
Put-
legs. There's no validity to that statement. It's just someone online that
Which makes
thought
it
of
true.
a clever lyric where he said, I think it's this. It got enough retweets.
It's
and
so
tracks, and
easy
people
to
are like,
catch up with
holy
stuff.
shit, he's right.
It could be.
There's
It could be
zero
though.
truth to that statement.
How? You don't know that.
What if he here's another?
You
thing.
don't
He said,
know
I
what
made a
Kendrick-
what did he say? What was the line? I made a born sinner. What? I made a born sinner ask for forgiveness. He could literally say, I made a Canadian suck someone's dick. Like, you could just fill it in with anything.
I don't know if
Actually,
I like
that
that
doesn't
bar.
rhyme at all.
You could just,
that doesn't rhyme
what
at
you
all.
want.
No,
That's the point.
Exactly. So it could be. It could be. I made a born sinner ask for forgiveness.
Listen,
it could be anything, right? Exactly.
It's coming off. Fuck everybody. It used to be fuck that. I'm gonna paraphrase. Fuck that one guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's fuck everybody. It's plural. Fuck everybody that's on my body. My blick first, then God got me. I watched them pander with them backhanded compliments. Put they head on a Cuban link as a monument. I made the born sinner ask me for forgiveness.
You missed the line.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why I shouldn't rap.
Yeah.
Only the Eminem. Put their head on a Cuban link as a monument. I paid homage and always minded my business. I made the born sinner ask me for forgiveness.
Now, Julian, if you
tell me where I made the
offer-
Canadian suck my dick works in there.
If you like to offer up like what you thought the
So if it has to rhyme with business, so you're saying forgiveness. So the key word in what Rory said is forgiveness. So let's just find another word that rhymes with business, and you could just it's an apply all.
No, but why I said the lyrics before? You don't see that he could, after saying it used to be fuck, we can assume it used to just be fuck Drake. Now it's fuck everybody. And then goes on an entire scheme about that exact moment. You don't think that could fit in there? A J. Cole bar? Because clearly he's talking about more people that he said fuck them.
Plural.
I'm not saying it couldn't fit. I'm saying there are hundreds of versions of lyrics that could also fit.
Yeah, but that's one of them that could fit.
Yeah. Okay.
Julian, all he's saying is that that's one of the lyrics that could fit. How come you can't accept? How come that's so hard to digest in your chest right now?
Let's say it's not the born sinner bar. With that setup, do you think what is left out there is about Jermaine Cole?
No.
Okay.
That's fine.
Then who else?
Why are you so convinced of this? Because you saw the guy get enough retweets on his fucking thing?
No. Because the setup right there. I assume.
No. You're saying because you saw someone tweet it and now it makes sense.
You know we
in your
record
brain,
this
you
podcast, right?
the dots.
You know we record this podcast, right? When this album first came out,
you said
we discussed.
That line?
No, I did not.
I mean, to be fair, he also says that he's not done. Like, it's going to be more bloodshed. He did say that on the album as well.
I never lost who I am for a rap image. Like, all right. We had talked about this on mic and off of what that blanked out shit was.
And J. Cole said he wouldn't have lost the battle. He would have lost the brother.
Again, we're just filling in blanks with things that we think that would make sense to what we believe.
That's what we have to do here because it's
but like this is my problem with rap critique. Like there's zero truth or validity to this.
I know it's a podcast. We speculate.
Yeah, we speculate.
We just speculated for the last hour.
We're speculating what it could be. Julian, that's all.
You know, you made it worse by just like you could have just said.
I hate. There's such a waste of a conversation. In my mind, it makes zero sense.
We had this conversation when the album came out. That blanked out shit is probably about Cole.
It makes zero sense because you have a Fiends hoodie on. That's why. That's why it makes zero sense.
That's not even fucking.
Yeah, it's
adjacent. It's adjacent.
But it's not.
It's Dreamville adjacent.
It's more than Dreamville adjacent.
It's just Dreamville.
It's Dreamville.
It's not Dreamville.
It is. It's the Dreamville artist.
Fiends are different.
Was State Property Rockefeller?
No.
All right.
He just don't want to admit. Yo, what's up? Why you just scared to admit about your boy Cole? He's still going at your boy. That's all.
And he did a nice thing by bleeping it out.
Cool. Great. See you at the Garden, Kendrick. I'll be there.
No worry now.
Selling merch before Shopify was such a tough thing. Like we used to sell it out of the trunks, sell it at our live shows. A lot of merch used to go missing. It was hard to track things, keep up with deliveries and things like that. Now with Shopify, everything is all in one place. We can just set the merch up. People shop, they get it, and we trust Shopify to get it out to our consumers in a timely fashion. Nobody does selling better than Shopify, home of the #1 checkout on the planet, and the not-so-secret with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts going abandoned and way more sales going. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling, on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that new Rory and Maul uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Rory Maul. All lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Rory Maul to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Rory Maul.
Do you need a break from the crowded stores and endless gift lists? Restore your zen and embrace the natural power of hemp this holiday season with Via. Mo, holiday season is stressful for me like you would not believe.
I can hear it.
Even just thinking about having to get everyone gifts, deal with the crowds, also deal with my family, the only way I can solve that is with the Euphoria gummies. The only way I could get through
You need that
everything.
boost. You need that kick.
I definitely do. And right now, Via is having a huge holiday sale for a limited time. You can save up to 25% off statewide plus up to 50% off select items and bundles. So if you're 21 plus, check out our link to Via's website in the description.
Myself, Rory, I like to pop one of the Dream Sleep gummies right before I get in the shower. So by the time I'm done, ready for bed. Unlock the power of nature with Via's organic and vegan hemp extracts, perfect for relaxation and rejuvenation. Via is the only lifestyle hemp brand. They use compounds found in hemp along with active plant extracts to create products, each with a specific effect in mind. Whether you want to get better sleep, ease anxiety, enhance your mood, or just get high, they have something for you. They also have zero THC products. If THC isn't for you, you can still take advantage of their CBD line with products designed for sleep, focus, and energy that will keep you glowing all year long. Their products range from 0 milligrams to 100 milligrams of THC, so these guys have you covered, whether you're looking to microdose or enjoy more potent effects.
This holiday season, give yourself some peace of mind. If you're 21 plus, check out the link to Via in our description. For a limited time during the holidays, Via is offering 25% off site-wide plus up to 50% off select items and bundle. And if you're hearing this ad post-sale, you can still save by using code RORYMALL for 25% off. After you purchase, they ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. This holiday season, enhance your everyday with Via. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. How do you stay cozy during the winter months? Some people wrap themselves up in a blanket. Some people get a mug of hot chocolate and watch a movie. But for some people, the end of the year, especially the holidays, can be very tough. So therapy is a great way to bring yourself some comfort that never goes away, even when the seasons change. I myself can speak to this. End of the year is always rough for me. Some people don't have the best family structure. When you're looking on your Instagram, seeing everyone posting photos with their family, it can get a little rough. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire and you get matched with a licensed therapist at any time. You can also switch therapists if you want to. Find comfort this December with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/RoryMall today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/RoryMall. Just know you're not alone this holiday season, and let's get back to the show.
See you at the garden, Kendrick.
Is Kendrick going to be there?
Listen, I'm trying to get on the list too.
Well, what's funny is I wasn't even coming here for any J. Cole hate whatsoever.
Nah,
Julian's defensiveness is making it seem that way. I think everything that Cole and Ebe have been doing the past 10 days has been amazing. I was so happy to put all of my favorite Cole mixtapes they put on DSPs. I love that they're still doing.
I still haven't heard
the audio journey.
I still haven't heard none of them.
Well, you need to. It's a good story.
Well, buy it.
Yeah.
$10.
It's $10.
Yeah, I'll listen to it this week.
I think it's so cool for the 10-year anniversary for what I think is Cole's best album. They're doing a 10-year anniversary show at the Garden.
Look at Cole.
They're separating tickets for the dollar and dream shit.
I see what Cole is doing.
Cole was gonna do this even if the battle never happened.
We not letting Cole
was gonna do this even if the battle
We
never happened.
let Drake do it with 100 gigs.
He know we love this shit. He know we love the Dollar and the Dream. We love all of that.
Double platinum, no fee.
He know we love that.
We also love the Come Up, Warm Up, Friday Night Lights.
We love all of that shit.
Three of some of my favorite mixtapes that's ever existed.
We love all of that. We love everything pre-battle. We love all of that shit.
I like Grippy.
But no, you don't.
Yes, I do. Y'all,
Well, no, I expect you to like Grippy. That's for
every time this shit come out, I dance. So don't
Well,
do that.
you dance to the marriage. It don't matter what's on. Once you get Casamigos and fucking whatever in your system.
This is coffee.
Well, today.
Cough Amigos.
But you was on stage shaking ass to Ice Spice and you told us I mixed with
Casamigos and Scott.
Exactly. So my point.
I mean, if I had Casamigos in my system, I'd probably dance to Grippy.
That's cool.
What would your move be, Grippy, though? Like, what would be like your... You would just do that?
No, that's what you...
Yeah. Grab the pan again.
Yeah. We making the same joke at the same time. Yeah, that's what you gripped.
I turned the broiler on.
3rd degree burn.
Turn the broiler on and just grab the skillet out of the oven?
Yeah, I'm Grippy.
Yeah, Cole, stop, man, because you trying to...
We can't do a 10-year anniversary?
Nah, because he's trying to make me fuck with him again, man. I don't like that shit, man. I see what Cole doing, man.
I guarantee you that ain't what he doing. He never gonna fuck with you ever again, bro.
Listen, I might as well just be TD in here, because the only person that's never been compromised in a battle, period, is Kendrick Lamar.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
never
That
been
sounds like it deserved him.
He never been compromised in the back.
Oh shit! Why you get him stored?
I got both of them.
No, I don't know what he's talking
West
about.
Coast started.
What are you talking about?
Stored it.
You look like you dressed a little West Coast today.
That's a West Coast ass outfit.
You had the beanie on, the button all the way up.
Look what that beanie says.
Okay.
All right.
I see you.
He
And
dressed
it's
like
cold in here.
You dressed like a narc. Fuck out of here.
I would definitely wait in the subway.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you got.
You stand at the subway, act like you got your AirPods on, listening to the news. So somebody jumped the turnstile.
Bro, where's
you run
the
them
blow?
down. Yeah, get out of here.
Where's the blow?
I know a narc when I see
Wait,
one.
right now, let's not get back to your point. Kendrick's the only one that hasn't.
Kendrick Lamar's never filed a lawsuit in a rap battle. Kendrick Lamar's never ran away from a rap battle. There's only one man that hasn't been compromised.
or lost a rap battle.
He's only been in one.
That counts.
That's not fair.
Got to start somewhere.
Because Drake has won rap battles, clearly. There's only one person that's never even been in a rap battle.
Stop, man, because I'm thinking about going to this concert, and you're gonna make me change my mind.
You think you're invited?
I don't gotta be
You think with
invited.
a wait list of 150,000 people, mall's a priority for the Dreamville show?
You think I can't get
They
in?
ain't even gonna give you $1 in a dream.
I think,
ticket,
of
nigga.
course, I think you can get in.
Oh, okay. All right, that's all.
I think you could get in without them knowing.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What the fuck are the Dreamvillers gonna do? Chase me out of MSG
Yeah.
Well, they could just be like, "You're not welcome."
in Madison Square Garden?
Yeah,
Get the fuck
it's
out of
theirs
here
for the night. They
First
can
of all,
decide who comes
They
in.
probably wouldn't notice. I'm saying mall could get in there either way.
Well, you gotta do what
But I'm
6ix9ine
saying-
did, like cover your tattoos and put like a beanie on.
I don't
put
have
your
no
hair up.
tattoos.
Oh.
None. I ain't got to cover nothing.
I'm saying if we went the route of the Dreamville crew, no, I don't think you would be invited out of all the people that they'll need to get in.
See, that's what's wrong. Y'all need a nigga like me in the Dreamville crew. See?
Okay.
See?
I
Because
don't
Cole
think-
would have been laying bars down if I was in that camp. Because I'd have looked that nigga right in his eyes in
All
North
right,
Carolina
okay.
like, nigga, it's fucking
I
lit.
gotta call bullshit. You're my man, but I gotta call bullshit. Okay, then how come at the end of Heart Part 6, Drake said, I don't want to rap anymore. You played this shit out. Why didn't you tell him to rap more?
No.
Because that's what we were
First
looking
of all,
for.
what did he say before that?
Yo,
I don't care about
he said drop,
No, that's not-
and then he said, why are you dropping too much?
Hold on. What else did he say in that song?
This is burnt out. You did too much.
No, all right. So you just
That's
picking,
the end.
you picking all the bars that support what you're saying right now.
Yeah, that's the point of arguing.
Did he not say I could care less about your streaming data? I'll see you later. Speaking to what's going on right
did
now,
say
he
that?
knew the bullshit the fix was in. He knew what it was.
Fix was in. Damn, that's an old people ass thing.
He knew the fight was fixed.
Here's
They
the,
put cement in his gloves.
Okay, and Cole knew the fight was fixed.
Cole was scared to get punched in his face.
Nah.
It's a difference.
He knew he was ahead of Drake. He knew. the
Yo,
fight was
why we
fixed.
can't have? Listen, you
He heard not like us
You
already.
talked enough shit about Cole. Right now,
I'm not
Cole is
talking shit about
celebrating.
Cole.
He's selling out. He about to sell out MSG. Like,
Fire. That's
they
dope.
They don't need you there to tell them that this album is a possible classic and we can celebrate 10 years.
All
of
right,
it.
dope. I don't need to be there to tell him that. I fuck with those albums. I fuck with all that shit Cole did.
He should do 2
Pre-beef?
nights. They should give him another night.
I agree.
This one is obviously not enough. He could do 2 nights at the Garden.
Did you go to the actual 2014 tour?
When I was, damn, when did that come out?
2014.
2014.
No, but I'm thinking where I was, like where I was in my life.
This is Chicago
I don't think I
with the YNs.
You
I
were
don't-
teaching.
No, I don't think I caught that one. No, I was
It was good. He had like the roof set up and
No, I did. No, you know where I saw it? I saw it at Lollapalooza.
okay. It was,
So
it was
it
really
was a festival set, but he did have the whole stage. It was the roof set up. That was awesome.
It-
Amazing.
no, it was really
It was a
good.
great time.
And also
Amazing.
the KOD one is the loudest I've ever heard the Garden in my entire life.
All right, see.
Well,
That's because you've never seen Reggie Miller versus the Knicks. That's your problem now.
it was dead quiet.
Who? Are you crazy? What's wrong with you? See, you young Thundercats. Y'all don't know what y'all be talking about.
Reggie scored 9 points in 2 seconds. You couldn't.
Before that. No, then it got quiet.
That's
I'm
what
talking
I'm
about before
saying.
that, when the Knicks was up. Before
No,
that.
I'm saying
Yeah.
it was the quietest the Garden had
That
ever
was
been.
the loudest I've ever heard the Garden.
It was. I've been to Jay-Z shows at the Garden. I've been to Drake shows at the Garden. I'm not saying anything about their artistry, just their fans yell louder.
Loudest moment I heard of the Garden was when Cardi B was at her peak, and it was when Drake and the Migos did that tour together, and Migos was opening up, and Motorsport came on.
Oh, God.
And Cardi B rose from the ground. I have never heard. It was they'd say deafening. It was the loudest I've ever heard.
I'd have passed out like Michael Jackson.
She just came out with rap bar, and everyone was just it was insane. That was a good moment.
Was that the same?
Man, it was just as loud when Melo hit a game winner. See, this
No. Y'all
history
hold more
revisionists,
people
man.
than basketball games.
What?
Concerts hold more people than basketball
Wait,
games.
Yeah, but it's you never been to it. You never heard nobody
Yeah,
hit
I'm
a
a
game
Knicks
winning
fan.
shot. The Knicks.
Rarely
I was
is
at
it
the
loud in
Knicks
there.
season opener. What was it, 2 years ago?
Should be. You can hear a pin drop.
When we beat the Boston Celtics in like double overtime.
No, I'm talking about like playoff game, garden atmosphere.
Yeah, I'm only 34.
Oh, you never seen one?
Yeah, I was gonna say
You've never seen the Knicks playoff game? That's fucked up.
Melo made it first round.
Nah, man, they just went to the playoffs last year.
I know, I didn't go to any of those games.
Yeah, but that was like a fractured Knicks program. That was rough.
But it was still hype.
No,
though. Don't get it.
that was
Don't
an
get it.
amazing
we did
month,
win a
but-
series. Yeah.
Yeah. See?
But before that, no.
Y'all making it sound like the Knicks don't make noise in that arena, but don't do that.
Before that, J. Cole was the loudest I had ever heard.
That's disrespect.
I haven't seen Cole since 2014 when he came to Syracuse and the tickets was like $15. So if
How much are the tickets now?
I
I
couldn't
don't know
get
what they
in.
went
I couldn't
for.
even get in the queue to buy a fucking ticket.
I have no clue what they're going for.
But they set aside 2014 of them for $1, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, which that's cool.
But you got to show up to fucking the Dollar and the Dream location. Is it going to be St. John's? Eve, I swear to God, is it going to be St. John's?
That would be so evil if
Where
they did
is
that at
St.
St. John's in Queens, far.
Oh, that's obnoxious. That's rude.
And it's not like there's a train stop. You got to take a train, $1 cab, then walk. Like
Nah, they should do it in, where did he apologize at? North Carolina. They should do it there.
Sure.
It's kind of like the rebirth. Like he died, J. Cole died on stage that night.
day of, people are supposed to go to Raleigh and then wait in line, hope to get their ticket, and then
Fly back.
get up.
I would
to the
do it.
bar.
I would do it.
There's some people that'll do it.
That's like when Puff made those people go to Queens and get them a sugar cookie. Made them walk.
You mean
It was cheesecake.
they went
I know.
to, and it was
Juniors in
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Whatever. Yeah.
Sugar cookies.
I combined the Chappelle skit with the
I get it.
the
I
actual
understand what you
story.
Yo, in retrospect though, was that bad?
Yes, that's annoying as fuck.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Yo,
that bad.
Where were they walking
If
from?
you're trying, if this is
They was right there on like 39th Street or something like that.
walk into Brooklyn?
no, it's across from the Universal Building now. It's on Broadway and
Broadway,
57.
60, yes.
Oh,
Broadway,
50,
yeah.
yeah.
So for those that don't know locally, yes,
It was cold,
that's
though.
a far
It
walk.
was cold. It was
That's
walk.
a far walk.
It was
Don't get
cold.
me wrong.
It was
That's
cold.
a far walk, but if this is my shot, like, and I'm on reality TV with Puff, and Puff is Puff at that time. Yeah, you need me to go walk and get that shit to prove to you that I want to do this shit? I want to follow my dreams? Yeah, I'll do that.
I've
People have
walked
done
further
worse.
for free though as a kid. We used to walk everywhere.
If only they really needed to know, if only they knew at that time that all they needed to do is go next door to Dwayne Reed and get a bunch of baby oil.
Do we have any voicemails, Julian?
Are we on voicemails? Okay.
Yeah.
You've got mail.
Please, just play a voicemail.
But yes, I would happily walk to achieve
1,000 miles.
my goal of being an artist under Bad Boy. I would walk to Junior's for a cheesecake.
Yeah. Especially if it's a group of us.
Yeah.
If it's a group of us,
we can shoot the
we
shit.
just gotta
too.
laugh. We gotta laugh the whole way and be like, oh, we
Yeah.
doing some crazy shit right now.
Yeah, I allegedly pledged. I wish that that's all it took.
Allegedly pledged?
Just fucking walk to Junior's for a cheesecake. It's a fucking regular Wednesday.
All right.
Just someone get a pack of cigarettes and just fucking let's just walk. let's
some
just
cigs.
smoke a whole pack and we'll be fine. Time will go extremely quick. But yes, let's start with our first one.
Yeah, in the spirit of a music heavy episode, this is a good question.
What's up, guys? Hope you all are doing well. I'm not calling for any advice or anything. I'm actually calling to ask you guys kind of a hip-hop question / discussion. So last night, the crew and I were all hanging out, and eventually the conversation got to the question of which hip-hop artists do you think has had the biggest fall off in their careers? So, at one point they were at the top of the game, and now at this point, nobody's checking on them. My answer for this was B.o.B. I mean, in the early 2010s, it seems like he was everywhere. He had hit songs with Eminem, Lil Wayne, 2 Chainz. Shit, that man had a song with Taylor Swift. And now,
he had a huge song with Bruno Mars.
It just kind of seems like no one's checking on him. And I actually went back and looked at his discography, and he's never stopped releasing music. But I haven't heard most of the projects after maybe 2014. So who do you guys think for hip hop artists that at one point were huge and then almost in like the snap of a finger, no one's talking about them? I'm interested in hearing what you guys think. Thanks. Bye.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I like that one.
I always loved B.o.B, by the way.
B.o.B is interesting.
What did happen after listening to this earlier today? I was like, what did happen to him? Like, I don't get why he.
I'm even looking at like what I have in my, like from Hi, My Name is Bob. Bob vs. Bobby Ray was my shit.
Great album.
And then B.o.B presents The Adventures of Bobby Ray that was the big one. When he had Bruno Mars is on this, Janelle Monáe, Eminem. He read a bunch of stuff for T.I.
B.o.B had one #1 hit, 4 top 10 hits, and 20 songs that have entered the Billboard Top 100. So yeah, this is a.
I mean, we kind of still. My pick for that would probably be Nelly.
That's a good one.
But Nelly didn't have a fall off. He just kind of fizzled out. Nelly had a pretty long career.
Anything from Diamond is going to be a fall off.
Nelly's last album was 2021.
I missed that.
Heartland.
Okay, but which
is that
one?
like a country album?
I believe he put out. I'm pretty sure his last one was a country.
Because Nelly had about like a 3 or 4 album run. Which one went Diamond?
Country Grammar.
First one. Okay. Nellyville to me is like a rap version of fucking Thriller. Every song is a hit.
7 times platinum, Nellyville.
What was on Sweet Tooth?
Sweat.
So that was a double album.
Sweet Tooth.
Sweat went platinum. Suit went triple platinum.
But they were double though, right?
There was a double
He sold
album
them differently.
Released on the same day. Which is crazy because these debuted at 1 and 2.
Okay, and that's in 2004.
That's crazy.
Then his next album, which admittedly, as a Nelly fan, if you had a gun to my head, I would never say that his album after that was Brass Knuckles.
Never heard of it. September 2008. That's went gold.
4 years later, he stopped making music. So is that really a fall off?
No, I don't.
What do you mean he stopped? These are all albums
4 years
that.
at a time when it was a year album cycle? Nah, that's 4 years of Nelly not making music after that run?
Especially in that time when music was changing drastically every year.
Yeah.
But he said like nobody's checking for them, nobody's talking about them.
Oh,
we talk about Nelly because he's
what's on Brass Knuckles?
having another baby with Ashanti, but outside of that,
I mean, yeah. But also, he's a legacy act now, just for everything that he's done.
Well, if that's the case, then 50 Cent had a harder fall off than Nelly. If you're gonna go by that metric,
I think they had a similar one. I just think 50, his interest went to other things, so I don't think it's a
man,
fall off.
because 50 just did a world tour, was packing out arenas.
But Nelly could
wasn't Nelly on the Millennium Tour? At some
maybe.
All right,
but I still think Nelly could do a tour.
50's own tour versus Nelly being with other people on tour.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nelly could do a tour if he really wanted to.
He can, but will he do the same venues that 50 was doing?
No, but 50's more of a worldwide artist than Nelly was.
Nelly went diamond.
Yeah, but
what I want to challenge the room to is B.o.B is, or I think we can say Nelly, 50, all these older guys. B.o.B is younger. Who of like that
I have
class,
someone younger than B.o.B.
That's what I'm saying. Who of the
Fetty
younger
Wap.
class?
You took it right on my mouth. Fetty Wap.
Well, we know why he.
Yeah.
Yes,
He
I
fell
think,
off before he went to
and
jail.
free Fetty Wap, like I know he's going through a lot, about to do he's going to get out relatively soon. And from my understanding, is doing the best you could do in jail. He's doing well. He was, before that case, had been a fall off. But I don't blame Fetty Wap for that. I think 300 just like oversaturated and did not spread out the 15 hits that he had.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you flood Billboard with that amount of hits at one time,
Mm-hmm.
you're fucking your artist over. Like the only option from there is a fall off. So I don't blame Fetty Wap for that, but that was a fall off.
Better records, Fetty Wap or Young Thug?
It's tough because Young Thug has so much more to pick from.
Yeah, I'm biased. I love Thug.
But if we're going hits, like just straight hits, I may lean towards Fetty Wap.
I would lean towards Fetty Wap over Thug's hits, and Atlanta is going to quite literally shoot us when they hear that.
But I also don't think it's fair because if you go through Thug's catalog, it's apples and bowling balls. Like
close.
Thug is way over here when it comes to music. Fetty Wap has one album, so I don't think it's a fair comparison. So if we move it to hits, I probably take Fetty's hits.
Okay,
but I also compare that to like That Summer, and it's a moment in my heart.
It's also our New York, like our Northeast bias, because I would pick A Boogie's hits, B-sides over a lot of people's hits. Like
I would too.
So
Love Boogie.
It's a regional
Not
thing.
a fall off, but someone that has clearly taken a step down from where they started. Roddy Ricch.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, but I think Roddy's young enough that he still has time.
He definitely, and he has the skill. I'm not trying to sound like
But
shitting on Roddy.
it was kind of crazy where Roddy went from arguably one of the biggest artists to that album coming out, and everyone like,
Isn't he on Kendrick's album? That song I like.
Yeah, he has some back.
Is it
he has
Dodger
some
Blue?
vocals.
I mean,
He's a verse
one
too.
might say the same thing about Lil Baby, too.
Oh, he's currently in his what seems like his decline, at least public perception wise. People are very openly shitting on him.
Yeah, and I love Lil Baby, but it has seemed that way, that he lost the rap game's hearts.
yeah. I mean, people were really saying like Baby's going to be the next superstar, the next legend.
They were calling him Hove.
They were calling him Atlanta.
All right.
But I don't put credence in like people that say shit like that shouldn't even count.
I don't know who they are, but they
See,
were.
that's my problem right there. We got to start putting names to this type of shit. Don't just say they was calling him the
They
next
were.
Hov. We need to know who they are. Give me their names. Like, fuck all of that.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know.
Hove. They just, the names that people just play with and throw around is crazy.
It's funny though, just thinking about the difference of people from like Nelly's generation versus Fetty Wap's. I can find so many more instant fall-offs with this younger generation because shit is so quick. It moves so quick. It's microwave. People can be #1 artists on YouTube and have no follow-up by 6 months later. They're a non-factor. We're talking about people that had a 4 or 5 album run and calling them they fell off. That's a career.
That's a career. Yeah, like I'm
Yeah, the
not
average-
faulting
like
someone-
that's what's so fucked up.
The average lifespan for a rapper is probably 2 years.
2 projects, if that.
Yeah, like,
Dude, 2 years is, you guys are giving a lot.
I'm just
Well,
saying
back in
average.
the day, no.
Average.
Yeah.
I'm saying 3 or 4 singles. Some of them don't even get to the first album.
Like
I'm saying average is probably two years, 2 albums.
I feel wrong for even saying his name because I think it kind of goes in line with like Nelly. Like these guys had great careers. They just kind of, things happen. They go into different things. But like
Music changes.
An artist like Ludacris, another person that was
Nah, he found
up
them,
here.
them Hollywood checks. Bro.
But he didn't fall off. He just pivoted and got a bigger bag.
Yeah,
in
that's all
fucking
it was.
Hollywood.
Them Hollywood checks. He's like, man, fuck this rap shit. Y'all
I'm
just
about to
gave
go
me
make a
what?
17th fucking Fast and
Y'all gave me
Furious.
this to sit in this car in front of a blue
Music is
screen.
pennies compared to what he's
Shit.
making. in
I
film.
like that Back of the Theater album, Faces in the Theater,
Theater of
whatever.
the Mind.
Theater of the Mind.
Great
That's a great album. And Ludacris was, quote unquote, by rap terms, old at that point. Man, who cares? I have Fast and Furious 9 to go shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Luda was still in shape when he was older. Theater of the Mind is a
It's funny you say that.
quality album.
That is when I tapped out with Luda. Was after
Dude.
Theater of the Mind.
Battle of the Sexes, when I was in college, Ludacris had a legitimate hit record.
My chick bad. My chick hood.
Dog.
My chick do.
That's
When
how it is.
Ludacris first came out, I was in middle school. When I got to college, Ludacris had a legitimate hit record. Like that's a run that I don't think some of our favorite rappers or legends we talk about even could fit in.
I got the Red Light CD as a
Red Light District.
as a Red Light District as a CD for Christmas.
Back for the first time I got for my birthday.
Julian, you make it too easy. That just
Did Battle of the Sexes?
you just throw the line right up and expect me not to cut back door and go get that.
Christmas is like 3 weeks after that.
Yes, Julian, you're right. Yes, I'm glad you got Red Light District.
I
CD
learned all the
for
lyrics of Blueberry Yum Yum
That's,
Christmas. There he goes again. Another look. You just keep
and the potion.
do you guys remember that time?
I had
when,
the
like,
back for the first time CD booklet taped on my wall.
Kill him.
That's how much it was.
Do him next.
Do him next.
Do him next is crazy.
I'll do you one better. I taped a game Hurricane. Remember the Hurricane sneaker?
Yeah.
A Hurricane sneaker ad on my wall. Like I had the collage joint.
Get him.
Yo.
My dad used to steal the posters from like movies and album releases out of the subway. He would steal them and bring them home to me.
Oh, where's the
Not how we got that James Brown.
the James Brown shit my dad stole off the wall at BB King's. Like took it off the wall.
Gangster.
Yeah. Don't you guys miss when the fourth quarter we got the most music because of the CDs that were being released for Christmas, like kids getting CDs for Christmas?
Yeah, it would be summer would be crazy. Then they'd sort of take a break during fall and then it'd come right back. Yeah, I kind of miss that cycle too. But I don't know. I think things are going to change even with release days, obviously, as we see what Tyler's been doing and everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
I think that may change with fourth quarter seasons and things like that as well.
Everybody tried to go and be Beyonce and release on Fridays and go back to what y'all were doing.
Everybody ain't Beyonce.
Everybody ain't B. Y'all need to go back to what y'all were doing. Give yourself the full week.
Any other artists before we do the next voicemail? I was thinking another younger kid, Rich the Kid.
Yeah.
Not the highest of highs, but was somewhere. And
but then at that point,
be.
that adds in like so many artists that were at that tier.
Yeah, I mean, his whole crew, Famous Dex, like that was like a whole
drugs.
Yeah, I was gonna say lean.
Yeah,
with it, right?
I don't know. Again, younger generation, I just don't count because I don't think they even got to a place that we could call it a fall off. Like they didn't get to a place where it just didn't work.
I saw Ace Hood disappeared.
Ace Hood had a run, man.
One. Yeah, Ace Hood.
Ace Hood had a nice little run.
Ace Hood got
and could like really rap.
I think we talked about it. Like Ace Hood's verses,
that'd be tough.
Niggas that have a tough time standing in front of Ace Hood for verses.
But that was also, and I don't know if he's spoken about it. Wasn't there something with him and Khaled? There's a reason why that run ended so abruptly.
Oh,
Khaled
yeah.
took the imprint somewhere. He took the imprint to another label, and he spoke about this. Ace spoke about this on Drink Champs, I think.
Yeah,
and he found out essentially when I think we found out that the imprint was moving to another label, and I guess they weren't taking Ace Hood with them. I think maybe something like that.
He didn't come with the trade.
Yeah, but Ace Hood got some. He got some records. He got some records. A lot of people say Meek stole Ace Hood whole flow.
I can see the similarities, but I wouldn't. I think Meek is really authentic to Philly.
I mean, we know Meek could rap, but I'm just saying people.
Yeah.
Would you count Meek in this conversation?
I think Meek's fall off was slow. And I also think Meek
unfair.
had a career, a very long career.
Yeah, I think things changed. I know he went through label issues. Even though I think Expensive Pain is just not his best work, I can't blame that solely on Atlantic. Like, I just don't think the music was up there. But Meek is, to me, solidified, so that could change. Like in 2025, I don't think it would be crazy if Meek had a record that had some momentum. Like it's certain artists that are solidified, in my opinion. You can't really say shit about them if you look at everything they've accomplished already. Yeah. Just because we live in a society that he hasn't done it in the last 6 months or the last year,
mean he can't do
that
it.
means like now he fell off. No, that's not the case. Like, do I think 50 fell off? No, I think 50 went and made movies.
Yeah,
I think he was like, all right, I'm cool over here,
man. Yeah, once you see that check from the others from Hollywood, you like, man, I'm not about to sit in the studio. Then I gotta fight niggas in the club and all this other shit. Like, I'm not doing all that.
Pay the label fucking damn near half my money.
Yeah, like I'm not doing that.
And also, like, is it a fall off or is it just smart business? Do I think if Before I Self-Destruct did the same numbers Curtis did, that 50 would have continued to make music? Probably, because he's a businessman.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't.
Right.
So I'm not going to overstay my welcome here.
Mm-hmm.
And if he would have just completely fallen off and done nothing, all right, maybe that's a fall off.
Yeah, no.
No, he's still extremely relevant.
And like we just said, he went on a successful world tour just now.
And also, the Lucy's he puts out don't get much traction because it's a whole different era. They're fucking great. That Crazy song with P&B Rock, I did not understand why it didn't go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He had the song that he ended up putting Chris Brown on instead of Sonny Digital of the original. Crazy. He puts out good music.
Yeah.
Just, people don't care because he's older.
Yeah, they're not checking for it.
Designer was kind of a crazy.
Oh, damn.
Damn, yeah.
Damn.
Nah, man.
I also
Y'all
don't like
saying damn, I don't even, did he have a, was his album great?
Oh, he put one out?
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know. Did he put an album out?
But you have to
He
talk
just had a
about
summer, like
how big the song.
Nah, we can sit here and name 70 niggas if we gonna do that. Like Designer?
Okay, so name a song as big as Panda. Name a song as big as Panda.
I feel like Trinidad James had a song just as big as that.
Designer put out an EP this year.
Maybe bigger.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we gonna sit here and start naming,
bigger than, I don't think that was bigger than Panda. It was amazing, but I don't think it was bigger than Panda.
Trinidad. Well, I mean,
it might have been leveled.
We got Google. We got Google. We ain't even got to do that.
You can't Google culture. You can't Google culture.
You can't Google culture. It's crazy.
You can't put numbers to culture.
What you mean? They just did it. That's why Drake has got a lawsuit right now.
But also, all right, to culture though, that video of All Gold Everything was iconic. Like that was culture.
It was.
A lot of what people said about Designer when he came out was, wow, listen to this Diet Future.
But
it's
not about him. The song itself.
Bro. All Gold Everything peaked at 36. Was on the charts for 36
Let's go to the numbers. Let's Google.
Whoa.
Now y'all want to go to numbers? Now y'all want to go to numbers?
No.
Nah, now y'all niggas want numbers.
One in 2016, which was the biggest year of fucking music of our generation.
For 2 weeks.
It had competition in this motherfucker.
40 weeks on the chart.
Okay, and what album did it end up on?
Yeah,
but it was
Kanye
number
bought
one
him.
before that. It went number one before Kanye. Why you think Kanye wanted it, my nigga? What you talking about?
I'm
Y'all
just saying.
trying
I'm
to
just saying.
disrespect Panda.
I'm just saying.
I'm not
I'm just
disrespecting
I'm just
Panda.
saying. Why are we talking about numbers all of a sudden?
Panda
You
was
the one that brought up the numbers.
First of all, it's
Who?
not all of a sudden. We've been talking about numbers since 50 started talking about them in 2004.
Let's go to Google. You did that.
No, I was saying because you were saying that it's a bigger song, and I'm like, well, let's just go to Google. We don't have to argue it. But I didn't bring
I'm
up
saying
numbers.
culturally. I was only talking about culture because that's what Damaris brought up. I think outside of New York, like for the whole country, All Gold Everything was culturally bigger. In New York City, yes, Panda was bigger.
It went number one.
Panda
so you
was
mean
so
in
No,
America?
you were saying culture. I'm only
You
arguing
mean in
that.
America? You mean in America?
He means in the culture, American culture.
Nah,
My culture.
Kanye wanted a song that he had nothing to do with on his album, but it
Yeah.
wasn't culturally relevant. I need y'all to make sense.
The same
I
company.
need y'all to turn
First of all,
it on.
First of all, first of all, the same company within Good Music gave Trinidad James $1.5 million. They did not give that to Timmy Turner.
no, because Kanye just bought him.
Yeah, then he jerked off on
And
the
then
flight and said,
he's going to give his masters back.
and then he
though. That's
jerked
his
off on the
plan.
flight and said it was because he was vegan. Let me just show you, I have never jerked off.
That's why I tell Loyan to not put us in seats next to each other.
You thought I was going to start jerking off?
Panda was so hot, Timmy Turner charted.
Low blood sugar.
Right. Timmy.
That record was hard.
30. That peaked at 34.
What
That's
was
how good
Trinidad
Panda
James had that second record?
I don't remember.
I love this shit. Well, that's a feature.
Nah, it
That
was
was
another.
a-
It
that
was
was a
another one.
August
But then he
Alsina
had that little EP. My side bitch is my main bitch. So my
Oh my
main hoe
God,
don't
no
let
mo.
me know
No
no
mo.
more. That was my shit.
No, Mo. Isn't Juicy J on there?
Maybe.
Yeah, that was my
side
shit.
bitch is my main
Main
chick.
bitch is my-
Yeah.
No Mo.
Yo,
Yeah.
you just scratched a piece of my brain that hadn't been touched.
That
in
was a
while.
fun era
I
too.
haven't heard that
Music used to be
song.
so much fun. Or no, you know what? I used to be so much fun. Let me not blame it on.
Females welcomed. That was it.
But that wasn't the second hit. That was like a B-side off that quick tape they put out with All Good Everything. There was a second record.
Damn, I want
This was like the intro to that shit. Maybe. They had some famous filmmaker, I remember. I had just left Def Jam.
Trinidad James.
They had someone like Scorsese was like going to do the video.
Scorsese.
How we talking about falloffs and we ain't named your man Macklemore?
My man.
That
I
is,
mean,
that
you,
is your man.
you seem like you went to a Macklemore show.
You loved Seattle when we went there.
He did damn, I hate that you said that, Mal, because Macklemore, because I went to this white ass fucking private school for college. Macklemore did our spring concert the year Thrift Shop came
And you
out.
was out there going crazy.
I bought a fur coat.
Oh, can't relate. My spring concert freshman year was Meek Mill.
I did not buy a fur coat. That's not. I'm just gonna cover that one up real quick because people don't understand that I'm joking.
This is why I hate Googling, like when we have these combos, just to see if we missed anything. Ms. Media. I don't even know why I'm saying their name. Number one, B.o.B. So I'm like, okay, they're on the same, at least, page of the conversation we're having.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, Lil Pump. I'm like, okay, I guess. When we see, I don't think he was ever on to fall off, but number three, Most Def.
Damn.
Yeah, I saw that. That's ridiculous.
Oh, they have Logic at number five. I don't like that.
Your guy.
That's my man.
Yeah.
You wear his ring to bed.
He put it on when he goes to
not
bed.
wearing it outside, but wearing it to bed.
He calls it a dream catcher.
Yo.
Okay, so the theory with Cole's album, The Fall Off, that's supposed to be his next one,
Mm-hmm.
is that it has features of artists that fell off. Who do we think is on that?
Ooh.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
I don't know. That might go crazy.
That'd be fire.
It might go crazy.
Sorry,
Damn, you said Mike Jones. This is another artist from out
Lauryn
there.
Hill.
Chamillionaire.
don't do that. Chamillionaire didn't fall off. He's also like a fucking multimillionaire.
A
Well,
billionaire.
business-
Damn
But that
near.
doesn't. Yeah, but we've established that that's not.
Chamillionaire's a billionaire?
Damn near.
Something like that. Yeah.
He invested in tech early.
That's crazy. Shout out to Chamillionaire for that move.
I mean, he lived by his name.
And yes, I'm exaggerating by billionaire. He's probably like worth 500
He's
million.
quadrillionaire.
A quadrillionaire.
There. He has to change his name at this point.
Who else would be considered?
Chamillionaire did have like a run though, because even after like he had the hit records, what was the album that has like Slick Rick on it? That's a good fucking album. I just can't. Oh, Ultimate Victory. Even in 2007, Chamillionaire was still putting out good music. See, y'all not culture, man.
Damn, is Jay Quan considered a fall off?
2 hit records and then
He's getting some nice
I guess that would be
publishing
considered that.
off of that Tipsy record.
Yep. August Alsina had a crazy fall off too, but he not hip hop, but he had a crazy fall off.
Yeah, that was bad.
Oh, we get into R&B.
Oh, R&B is had.
It's some niggas that
Chrisette Michele, number one.
Oh,
well, no, y'all did, and y'all fucked up for that.
No,
Y'all canceled her for no reason. That was fucked
I never
up.
canceled her.
Yes, you did.
I still listen to Blame It On
She
Me to
wasn't
this
on
day.
your first album.
I'm the one that's...
She was not on your first album.
Oh,
She was not on your first album, and she's available.
I would
And she's
absolutely
available.
have Chrisette Michele on my album.
Why you didn't reach out to her?
I don't know her.
You don't know her.
Do you know someone that knows her?
Yes. No.
Oh.
You know somebody that knows her.
Who?
You know a lot of people that know. You don't know anybody in your phone that can get in touch
I
with
wouldn't
Chrisette
even know
Michele.
who to guess that would know Chrisette Michele.
Yo, you don't.
You're
think
my
you know,
only Republican friend.
You don't think you know anybody that can get in touch with Chrisette Michele?
No.
Cut the shit, Rory. You damn. You probably was in the studio with Chrisette Michele. Didn't even know.
She was at Def Jam when I was there for Epiphany.
Exactly. See. And
But I don't think any of those people still speak to Chrisette Michele.
I thought it'd be different. Is all I'm saying.
So did she. She thought it'd be way fucking different.
She was right though. He won. All right. Do we have another voicemail?
Yes.
I still want to hear the Mike Jones and J. Cole
No, you don't.
mashup.
I do.
No, you
And
don't.
pardon my Julian autism. I met Mike Jones in an Orlando airport, and I took a photo with him.
You asked him for the photo?
No, we were with our track team. We were running at the Disney. Like, there's a Disney
You did a
athletic.
jersey swap with him.
No, I didn't.
You're so stupid.
I did not do that.
You recited the phone number to him? You said, yo, I tried to call you.
No, but
You repeated the number?
no, but guys, I'm sure I can actually find the photo. What's the most embarrassing thing would not be me reciting the number. I think I did this in the photo.
And you're not even from.
Gang shit.
That was it. He
not
was
even-
doing it though.
Yeah, but he's.
I thought this is what we was doing with our hands.
See, I'm gonna tell you why Rory's fake. Well, at the meet and greet in Atlanta,
I'm from Atlanta now.
I threw up the noops or what is it? What is it? I threw up the,
You can't do that.
Well, I did this right. That's what me.
That's also blood too. So
That's what I was
If you
telling him.
blood throw it
I said
up.
I'm
If
big
you blood
homie,
throw-
right?
oh, I was-
Just talking shit.
It's also like a right
He's like, nah, you can't do that because another noob was with him. You know, they do their secret whenever they hug each other and they tell each other what
Yeah,
year
they
they
finger
crossed.
each other, yeah.
They like, yo, so, you know, August 23rd, 1977, whatever they tell each other in the air, right?
It's my mom's birthday.
Yeah, is it?
Not 1977, August 23rd.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
now he's saying he threw up the H like he's from Texas with Mike Jones. Why I can't throw up the Kappa?
Because Houston is not an organization. Like, you're not part of the
It
fraternity.
depends on who you're talking to.
Maris over here trying to figure out how to do the block.
Oh, that was
Demonetized.
a bad era when all the girls tried to do that.
Oh my God.
Well, yes, we were
This is why you got to hug your daughter. See, like this.
leaving the Disney track facility for a meet and got to the Orlando airport, and I saw Mike, and you know, so
You didn't know what to do with your hands?
no.
You said 281?
Weird.
Rory had to tell me that was a Houston thing. I never knew that. I'm sure I seen it, but I never connected that this meant like Houston. I never.
Well, it's just this.
Oh, this? Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I
It's
never.
Texas Longhorns.
Oh, I
It's
never.
it's a Texas thing. It
That's why,
does
like,
not
when
necessarily
people do
always
this, like
Houston.
horns down, like or Oklahoma, their whole rivalry. Speaking of rivalries, you guys see all the fights that happened over rivalry week? That was incredible. I like
Entertaining.
college football.
I mean, nothing was worse than the Bears game.
What happened in the Bears game?
Coach got fired within 2 hours.
Well, he deserved it.
What did he
that-
do? He lost.
Yeah, it was awful clock management. He lost his job.
Had a whole timeout and just let the clock run out to lose the game.
and then
It was the strangest thing I've
had
ever
the post game was like, I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Then-
we're going to change some things.
Yeah, we're gonna
triple
Bye.
down on this. Like, no,
Yeah,
we don't
you
need to
wouldn't
change
some
anything.
things. All right, we about to change something right now. Change your locker. Get out of here.
Did you guys see Georgia? I think it was State versus Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech versus Georgia.
Yeah.
It was eight overtime.
8 overtimes. I kept waiting for. My mom was like, "Watch the game with me." The game won't end.
It was incredible.
I was like, "What the
Yeah,
fuck?"
8 overtimes just means both of y'all suck.
That's what I'm getting from.
Offense can't do a fucking
Yeah,
thing.
8 overtime. All right, fam. Like, what we doing
Well,
out
no,
here?
they kept scoring.
We
The
both ain't
overtime rule in
shit.
college is great. So basically, once you get past the second overtime, from third on, it's each team lines up for a 2-point conversion. And if the first team scores, then that gets a rebuttal, whatever. And they did that. Either they'd both score or they'd both not get it for 8 rounds of that.
Yeah, both
Well,
suck.
6
None of
rounds
them
of
can
that.
play defense.
Deion's son balled out. Do we think that they will enter the father-son Hall of Fame eventually? Just speculation. Because he'll probably be like the 4th or 5th pick.
Yeah. When you say Hall of Fame, meaning what? Like,
Yeah,
like
what?
Shador is going to be in the NFL?
Archie Manning, Eli Manning. Just
I hope so.
NFL fathers and NFL sons.
I hope so. I hope he goes in the NFL and is
He's a little small.
Hall of Fame talent. I think he's talented for sure. I don't know if I feel like I don't look at him and feel as confident at the next level as I did when I saw Cam Newton at Auburn.
Well, Cam Newton is like one of one human being.
Yeah.
Like no one has ever built that's insane of an athlete that he was.
I think he's the greatest college football player of all time.
Cam?
Yeah.
For what I saw, like just what I've seen, it'd be him or Reggie Bush.
What he did with that Auburn team, like winning it all,
insane.
like I don't think nobody else on that team went pro. I don't think.
I'm sure.
If I'm not,
some people did, but
I don't think so.
Didn't really do much. It wasn't like that USC team before him or that Texas Longhorn team before him, where it's like half the team was first rounders.
Yeah, Cam Newton to me.
If we're talking, like our era, what we saw, then I'd probably say Cam. But like, I think everyone would be like Jim Brown, which is like obviously. I don't know.
I
wasn't born.
I knew Jim Brown as an actor. Never watched him play football.
Not even an activist, just actor.
Yeah, I saw him and He Got Game.
Staying on Colorado, Hunter, the clear favorite for MVP. I mean, how is this going to work with him? He should go number 1 overall, but it's like, what's he going to do? Play offense and defense? He wants to in the NFL. There's no way that a team is going to let him do both sides.
Yeah, I see him. I see him more as an offensive player, though.
I mean, it's been done.
But like that,
shout out to Troy Polamalu.
Yeah, that was
Troy Brown. There's been plenty of players that have done it in the NFL. I just don't know if it matters in the NFL because there's so much talent to pick from.
Exactly.
Like, just put him at wide receiver and we'll get another cornerback.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth hurting him.
Fuck that.
But I'd like to see him play wide receiver.
Yeah, same.
But I mean, also, is that padding the stats for young Deion? Because he's the number 1 fucking wide receiver.
Yeah, but you still got to be able to get him the ball though.
True, and he had some crazy throws, especially this past.
Still got to be able to get him the ball.
Their last game together was great. I watched their last home game together. They're obviously going to get a bowl game.
Yeah.
Oh, NFL, hey, real quick. Saquon Barkley, balling. Will he win the MVP?
Nah.
You think Derrick Henry will?
Second or third?
Henry. I think it's probably the favorite.
Josh Allen would get it before Saquon, but Saquon is fucking balling right now. I still revisit the clip from Hard Knocks, like to this day, of them being like, "Yeah, no, we'll let him shop around. We don't need him."
Gotta love the Giants.
Gotta love the Giants. Let him get his worth.
Fucking stupid.
Yo, that is the most smug and arrogant GM I've ever seen. But he tries to come off as a humble guy, and he's not.
Yeah.
Like, the way he handled all that shit on camera was nuts.
That's what I'm happy
like, telling an owner, like, man, I don't know. I think this Saquon guy's pretty good. Meh. Let's just focus on the quarterback and the offensive line. Where did that get you?
I love when GMs and owners downplay a player and think that they could just let him go and they'll be fine. And then that player goes and fucking is up for MVP. That to me is just like, just because y'all have money don't mean y'all know what the fuck y'all are talking about.
And maybe just because I'm weird in my brain of when I saw that whole thing and he signed with the Eagles, I was like, that's fucking right. Just go 6 exits like down the turnpike.
Right here.
You don't have to shift your life at all. Your family can stay right there. Like, dog, I'm going to go next door and get my value. I don't have to go across the country, uproot my life. Literally, I could drive from my house to practice.
I love it.
Like,
I love that type of shit. We got one more voicemail?
Yeah, let's do it.
And as we've seen, one of the best karaoke Boys to Men singers I've witnessed.
Shocking.
Yeah,
incredible.
Date night?
That glaze is crazy.
Yeah, date night. How y'all found
it? Was at a birthday party.
Oh,
date night.
You think me, Saquon, and Maul had a date night?
I didn't say like y'all went on a date night with each other. It could have been a double date. I was just wondering how y'all knew Saquon could sing, but I forgot Taylor's birthday, right?
I mean, you didn't have to.
You didn't forget because you just said it and none of us said it, so you didn't forget.
You said you.
No, you're just being funny. It's okay. Just say you talking shit and you being funny. It's fine.
No, I had forgot till he said it was a birthday party. And you also you said that on air whose birthday it was. I think.
Oh, okay. I never knew I've said that on air.
The actual story was Saquon had the mic and Rory said, "Do you want to share this one or should I can turn on?"
Is this a duet?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said, "You do the yellow lyrics." I'll do the blue."
No. What's funny is you guys could clown me about that, but I honestly, if he didn't have his crew with him, like he had Boys to Men. It wasn't just Saquon, it was him and his homies. Like I was thinking like maybe I could just be the deep voice in the background, but he had it covered.
Don't do it. Voicemail.
I could do like the interlude parts.
I'll ask for voicemail 17 times.
Yeah.
What's good? This Capo. I'm from North New Jersey. I'm 29. I got 2 kids, a 12-year-old boy and a 3-year-old daughter. I was married to my daughter mother for a year and a half.
That pause was crazy.
Jesus.
Huge.
Didn't know where Capo was taking us.
Jesus. All right, here we go.
We split up ASAP. Soon as maybe a week after my daughter was born, we was just doing too much arguing in there. One of the reasons we was arguing though about a bunch of shit was because she already had 2 kids outside of me. And she wouldn't let me discipline them. Like, I'm not saying I'm trying to beat their ass, nothing, but I'm saying, like, if I just say something to them to correct them or lay down some rules or whatever in the house, I got to argue with her just because I say something to a kid. Now, fast forward to right now, I'm in another relationship with a girl. She just moved into my apartment. She got 2 kids, a 6-year-old and a daughter that's about to be 5. Or whatever. And the same shit is kind of going on again, where it's like, I'm not trying to beat your damn kids. I ain't hurting your kids. I ain't abusing them. Nothing. I just go to say something to them, and she's starting to not as bad as the other girl, but she's starting to come behind me and say something when I just say something to them when they in there wilding out. And it'd be to help her because they drive her crazy. I'm saying, so tell me, what should I do in these situations? Should I just leave this shit alone? Or I don't know, man.
I think he should stop moving in with girls before figuring out if he meshes well with their children. Because I'm actually on his side. If we live together and you have kids and I have kids, I think we both together, this is our home. We can discipline everyone in our home. Mm-hmm. I think that's okay.
Agree.
But before you even get to that point, I feel like those conversations need to happen before you move in together. That's where he's wrong. He's not wrong by, this is my house, you have kids, we have this together. Yeah, I will discipline any child that is in this house living with us. That's home. But you got to have that conversation way earlier, bro.
Yeah. You can't just start disciplining a kid that ain't yours, without talking to the parent about it.
And that's not established before you guys move in together?
That's a slippery slope. If your girl has kids and you have kids and y'all obviously moving y'all together and chastising or disciplining her kid without talking to her, that could be a little
He's obviously saying that it's not physical discipline. And I'm saying there's obviously bad verbal discipline as well. But if we live together, I'll use myself as an example. In a hypothetical world, if I ever lived in a home with another woman and Amara, and we established that we are together, which means I trust this woman, also trust this woman around my daughter, and we live together, this is also her home. Yeah, she's allowed to discipline my child in the home in a respectful manner, of course. So I don't think he's crazy for thinking that. It just sounds like he rushes into these situations without getting any rules established, and then has egg on his face oh, what the fuck, while he's trying to figure it out in real time.
And make sure that y'all discipline is balanced. Either y'all have the same discipline type or you balance each other out. Because sometimes there's a good cop, bad cop parenting style that some people do. But you got to know the type of disciplinarian that you're getting into a relationship with. You can't be a gentle parent and then move in with somebody that's to sit y'all ass down. It don't work like that.
Yeah, but some kids need to sit their ass down.
They do. Oh no, I'm gonna sit y'all ass down. My friends all know you going over to Auntie Demira's house. It's strict over here.
I thought they were deluxe kids.
Bonus
nieces
kids.
and nephews.
Bonus kids.
Bonus kids.
Yeah, it's strict over here. I don't play that
bonus
shit.
Kids?
Huh?
You discipline your bonus kids?
Yeah.
First of all, what's y'all definition of discipline? Because we don't really know his, so it's hard to gauge on this. What is y'all?
You just heard it. Go sit your ass down.
If they're doing something wrong, I think that's totally fine.
I don't even think that's discipline.
Because Rory, if you and your girl broke up and her new man, she moves in with him, and you find out that he told him
I'm talking about my house.
See, that's what I'm saying. Because if you find out he told Amara, go sit your ass down, you putting the camouflage under the eyes and going to the crib, bro. You're not doing that.
I'm talking about my house.
You going to shoot that shit up? There's no way. Nigga tell your daughter go sit her ass down.
Okay, but I also
first of all, must want to die.
I do think there are situations with healthy step parents that is okay for, say, a stepfather to discipline his stepdaughter, where the biological father, real father wouldn't be.
Call me.
See, you can't do that, Mom.
Call me, dog.
No, but,
ain't no man telling my daughter to go sit down.
But Maul, see, I think all what you're saying needs to happen before I'm living in a house.
For sure.
With, like you are correct. I'm saying by the time we live together, those conversations have been done. I have kicked it with homie. Like, we have a full fucking 100%. Understanding, and I feel comfortable that this guy won't do some wild shit to my kid.
Yeah.
And yeah, if Amar's doing some crazy shit and it's somebody I probably won't like them because of just how my DNA is, but trust them because that's because I need to mature. Yeah, you could throw a little sauce on it. Like, yo, don't say fuck, but
see, look, you gonna keep making edits. you gonna keep making edits to the discipline.
Hey, Amara, don't touch that. I'm cool.
Yeah, if it's a hot skillet in the oven, then yes, I would hope
she witnessed that firsthand.
Yeah, I would hope an adult would say, "Hey, don't touch that." But I mean, like, if your baby mother's new boyfriend or husband, she's married, it's like discipline, yelling at your daughter.
No, I wouldn't like that unless it was warranted. And there's sometimes I think there is a reason to yell at your children.
Oh, 100. Listen, I mean, Damaris is here. Go sit your ass down.
Go sit your ass down.
I'm from that university.
I'm gonna whisper it. Go sit your ass.
Yeah, I'm from that university.
Yeah,
I like that.
But also, I mean, again, like you said, the parents need to communicate. I've had to have a conversation with a bonus child's mother from somebody I was dating, and their child lived with us. And she, kids get older and they notice that the parents don't get along and they try to play the parents against each other. Like, oh, she yelled at me, this and that. So she came to me and was like, you yelled at my daughter. I said, I did in fact yell at your daughter. Your daughter was kicking her cousin in the bowling alley. Foot was like Jackie Chan knee high. So I said, put your foot on the ground. No, that wasn't yelling. She understood what I was saying though. So but you got to have those conversations because you got to know me to know that I'm not taking out any type of generational trauma or hurt or self-hate on your daughter like a lot of women do or a lot of parents do. No, I want your kid to be the best version of themselves. And if they're going to be around me, they're going to act like they got some goddamn common sense. If you don't like that, then don't have them around me.
Yo, if Kia's new dude came up to me and said, I want Amara to be the best version of herself, I would knock him clean the fuck out.
But you understand that's
I just want your daughter to be the best version of herself. After you were yelling at my daughter, I'm killing everybody.
Do you see how immature that is though?
Yes, I'm immature.
Yo, what would hurt you more, finding condoms in your daughter's drawer or a shiesty?
Yo.
They may have a connection.
Whose shiesty is it?
You fucking the guy with the shiesty?
You fucking the shooter? Yo, your daughter fucking the shooter is crazy.
And where did he tell you to hide his gun?
You find out your daughter's fucking the shooter and you ain't no shooter?
Would you rather she fucked the nigga they sent to the store?
Who's the good person in this?
I mean, Uber Eats that's Uber Eats.
Yeah, this is like
that's honest.
This is such a bad, like there's no winner.
If I found condoms in a shiesty, I would ask, I'm like, all right, where did he ask you to hide the gun? It better not be in my fucking house.
It's definitely
if you think I'm going down for a class A felony.
Yo, I cannot wait for Amara to get in high school. Yo, Rory is gonna lose his mind.
Condoms would not make me feel good, but I would hope I would be having that conversation with her before, like, I found the condoms.
No, fuck the condoms, the shiesty though.
We're gonna move to a warm climate where no shiesties will be in sight.
No, that's where they be.
I know, right? In Florida, they be wearing this. I'm like, yo, I know he was hot on that robbery.
Yeah, his gun was hot too. He just finished shooting that motherfucker.
Now it's in your garage.
Yo,
why didn't he take his shiesty?
Yo, if your daughter hiding a gun, that's crazy.
That's a different level.
It worked out for Karen and Goodfellas.
You saw where she hit it at?
Fucking idiot.
Blew my mind.
Put it in her crotch. I was like,
that's the milk containers. It's from the front door.
They weren't gonna find it, Karen. They were gonna find it.
In her defense, in that point, they were gonna
find that.
The drugs, yeah. He was just a fucking
he
was an idiot.
But if I ask you to hide a gun, don't hide it in the milk thing at the front door that gets replaced by the milkman every day.
Yeah, no, that was stupid. Now that I think
that bloody gun.
Yeah, that was dumb.
But back to homie with that called and asked us for advice. Yeah, like we all said, you need to have these conversations before you move women into your house. And also, there's a thing with single moms that I've seen from the single moms that I know. They're very overprotective of their children because they feel like they have to be because they've been doing it alone for so long. So there is something that comes with that. To
me, he sounds like a serial monogamous. Like he hops from full-blown relationship to full-blown relationship.
Family to family.
And probably just needs to like chill for a second and take your time with this. There's nothing wrong with dating a woman that has kids and blending families. That's completely fine. But that also requires you to take a lot of time and care in how you're going to do that. Not just moving in with each other. What you laughing at?
I pulled up what's on the screen. I'm just ready for Maul to.
Oh, statement from. I mean, we can't not talk about this.
Maul, go.
Listen, did you think he wasn't going to pardon his son?
I like the move.
I like the move too.
I like it. I think it's why not?
Nah, but don't say that because, see, all right, cool. I like the move. All I'm saying is if one of Trump's kids gets caught up in some shit, I don't want to hear y'all saying, oh, they need to fucking throw them in jail. I don't want to hear, keep it even.
No.
Keep it even.
I think they're all criminals across the board.
Yeah,
I think all politicians and their
Trump's
sons.
proven that he'll get criminals off. He got off Manafort, Michael Flynn.
Yeah, but this is the man.
You don't think? I think that President Trump will pardon his kids.
This is the man that created the
He's
crack
gonna pardon
law.
himself.
He created the crack laws.
Yeah,
and his son got caught with a shitload of crack.
What was it? It's a gun, right? That's what. It was a gun and not paying his taxes. I think
he had crack.
So
enough crack to put somebody away for life. And now he's pardoned.
It was.
I'm just saying.
2 hookers, crack, and a gun. It seemed like a fun weekend.
I'm just saying. My uncle did time for 2 grams because of Joe Biden. That's all I'm saying.
You know why I like the move? I typically wouldn't. Why I like the move is I think it was a big fuck you to the Democratic Party around him. Because I do believe Joe Biden when he initially said, "I will not be pardoning my son if he's guilty." I believe at that time he felt that way. I think he is now about to get.
He didn't feel that way. He didn't even want to admit they was fucking had business with Russia.
That's because he was involved in that.
Exactly.
Had Kamala won, I don't think he would have done
I don't think he'd do it either. I think he's pissed off his own party. I think his wife also, outside of that being a family, is even more pissed off at Nancy Pelosi, Obama, Kamala, everyone in that party.
If Kamala won, she would have did it. She would have pardoned him.
Kamala would not have pardoned Hunter.
I don't think so.
I do not think so at all.
I don't think her and Biden get along whatsoever. I think she wouldn't do it just to spite Joe Biden. I think Biden hates everyone in the Democratic Party right now.
It's
that he can remember at the moment when he's not eating oatmeal.
Screaming.
And ice cream.
Like when he gets, you know how people with Alzheimer's like sometimes just get these moments of clarity? I think that keeps repeating in his head and he gets pissed off every morning when he remembers what they did.
Did Trump release a statement yet about him pardoning Biden?
I don't believe so.
I'm sure he did.
I'm not on truth.org.
No, he's on Twitter. He's back, baby. He's on
I know he's on.
He's on X. Big X.
But he's still, a lot of the X stuff that gets posted is via truth, they say it.
And a lot of the videos that are going viral now with Trump saying this, that, and the third, those are videos from 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Listen, man, I hope Biden shakes some more shit up before January. Go nuts while you have the power.
Whoop, sorry. Yeah, I like the move. I said privately with my family, I was talking about him potentially doing this like long before this became a thing. I said, I think the fault of the Democrats is they still put the Constitution and the party and like the morals of like what politics should be ahead of their own interests to a fault. I said so much so that I don't think Biden will pardon his son. So seeing him do this is to Roy's point. It's a fuck you to everybody. It's like, fuck it. They play by these games. We can too. Why not? Let me get my son out of here.
He told the whole world that I was completely fine. And then one day was like, nah, your vice president is now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he hates them.
We gonna see. Well, tickets available now. We do have our last show of the year, Rory. December 14th, Gramercy Theater in New York City. Some tickets are still available now. Can't wait to see everybody there. We always have fun at the New York shows this time of year around the holidays. Before closing, though, I do want to send a special thank you to Dr. Fig and the entire veterinarian team at Virginia Tech. Me and my family, we had to put down our family dog last night.
Sorry to hear that. Bro.
Yeah, man, that was one of the toughest things I ever had to do. But the entire staff was beyond gracious, great. I know they gave him as much comfort as they could, before we had to make the difficult decision to put him down. So special thank you to Dr. Fig and the entire veterinarian staff at Virginia Tech. Appreciate you and everything that y'all did.
To the burn specialist, I can't remember your name, but thanks for my hand.
Wait, that's crazy. I mean, it's an awful coincidence, but my brother's dog, they just put him down like over the break. When I was home, it was my like niece's first real loss.
Yeah, we just put him down. And I mean, when I got down there Wednesday, perfectly fine, great.
Oh, really?
Damn.
Friday had it just like a little limp. We thought maybe he, jumped off the couch and just hurt his leg or something. That was Friday. And Saturday woke up and he was literally dragging himself, couldn't even move his back legs.
Tumor?
No, he developed it's common in French, it's called IVDD.
Okay.
It's very common in French bulldogs. But his developed so rapidly. It was just like, and then we took him in and they said like his spine was starting to liquefy. So it was like, it was nothing they could.
Exact same thing that happened.
It was nothing that they could do for him. Like it was just,
Well,
and then because he was nonverbal, like he didn't bark. He wasn't like a aggressive dog, never really barked, nothing like that. So he wouldn't even weep if he was in pain. He wouldn't even, you know what I mean? Like he just was that type of dog. So, but they, they let us know that it was absolutely nothing they could do. And, he was in pain, but he would eventually become completely paralyzed. So.
Damn. Well, my condolences.
Yeah, man.
Dog person. So that.
Oh man,
I view that as like family members.
Oh
so
my God,
my condolences to you for sure. Especially around the holidays.
Yeah, that was tough. But
all dogs go to heaven.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I want to go to that heaven. That would be so much fun.
Puppy heaven?
Like there's a bunch
of dogs and DMX.
Yeah. Man. Sounds like dogs and DMX. What's up with you, bro?
The dog, he was barking.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, I'm so sad about X, but I feel like his last thought before he did go to the other side was, I get to see Boomer.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I definitely think X is with where all the dogs are in him.
100%, absolutely. All right, well, this has been fun. Good to see y'all. Welcome back.
For all the dogs.
Yeah, man, and enjoy the rest of our week. Be safe, be blessed. I'm that nigga. He's just Ginger. Peace.